Finder is a real estate company that focuses on property development within the Gambia. We pride ourselves with providing not just quality and durable houses, but also state-of-the-art designs tailored to our clients' tastes and expectations. Our unique experience and expertise is second to none in the industry. We are currently building and selling 3-bedroom bungalows at Sukuta Traffic Lights and Jabang. We're also building and selling 3-bedroom story buildings at Sukuta Paradise. Other sites are also in the pipeline. With Kerr Finder, payment options are available. With just 40% deposit, you can get your house started. For more information, contact us on 329-5188, 727-0049, 709-8418. You can also check us out on Facebook and Instagram at Kerr Finder. With Kerr Finder, you are assured of a secure investment.
Assalamu alaikum badingol ngal konton kale bismillah ko reke momo be kerfato jibe ka nyin tembenna alla di grand bantaba programme min kanale arjuma ni nyi wato sita ngal tentukal je baake molu be milialon ko wole ka si kanyum programme o jube ni nyi wato sita am arjumola milbe Europe milbe America mil bota carte fawla America ba fle ko ta ala barka baake albenying programme o no makang nyamen na sponsor ba fle thank you so much alkanyum programme noma nyamen woto mbafala mobe ko millennium programme fasa ka sembentu yandi adaba kono wolem Kerr Finder milialon ko ke korda wa fole ki Gambia banko kan jang Kerr Finder e korda soro dula belto Gambia jang ni tara fanna o fannala ibela korda kordal soro jele da mi alon ko alsa sanno dala mi alon ko abeta bakele e ka loro fanan kale ne natara kene kensongole bebulu mi alon ko laftalo la bari natara ite lafta korda lorim bandingol la e ka o fanan wafile walatina mobe nyantata la jele la kolu senata bakele alta Kerr Finder wal al si call no ila nambal ka tara bari kan screen o dumale janning programme o nyin ka banga LG fanantendu ke je bake ila bagasol la kende walatin mo jamal kana kataje pour kata ila bagasol san kabo tabir lan jorangol frijol kata fo ila television jamal laban television ngol mi alon ko be wolle wafi kan Gambia banko kan jang nga suñu Kerr fanantendu ke je bake ila alon ko bebe MFH groupe le ko suñu Kerr penturol be bulle mi alon ko kende ma ballam ila penturolu ni akela bungo bala dong akam dale ko abuka hos itol mu kundalti mi alon ko la bagasol kende ata bakele wala tin mo jamal kataje pour kata sandiro la je woto mobe sita suñu Kerr wala eta LG eta ila bagasol wafi surtout ila nying jamal laban bagasol al sitano fanan Kerr Finder pour kata korda sanje ngal tendu kal je baki arjuma ko nan mutanale ni anda be kala de grand bantaba programme on tidami alon ko be kacala ku jamal la mi alon ko be dendem banko la ko la min keta Gambia ko nene welcome back.
Thank you very much, Buba.
No, I'm very sorry. You know, when I just saw you, man, Nene was robbed, and you look like someone who was robbed. You are robbed. These robbers, I'm warning you.
I don't know why.
No, I'm warning these robbers. How can you rob someone? Yeah, two times. Is it the same day or within 2 days? Within 2 days. Within Wednesday, Thursday. Got robbed. And Dr. Sise said this country is very safe. The next day, I got them kiram ga rope. Nah, we are very disappointed. Please, But welcome, you know. Just be happy. You'll be okay.
Oh, sure.
Just be
I'm
happy.
surprised that you're telling me that I look like somebody who's wrong.
Yeah, you look
Cham.
like, but it is,
Cham.
huh?
Te yaa ngi noppi waxuloo ci dara.
No, yow dem nga tooñ so yow waruloo wax. Yow waruloo wax.
Dina bu ma lay waxee bu ma wax ne I look like somebody who is wrong.
No, but your beauty remains and everything. But you know, the hanga kanam bi ak you know, the stress and everything.
That hasn't shaken me or wavered
No,
me.
it should. Because it should
Well,
be a worry.
unfortunately, it has not.
No, it should, because it
No.
should be a worry for the
No.
entire country that
Well,
Nene
it is
is
a
wrong.
worry. It is a worry.
Thank
it is
you.
a concern. It's
Yes.
sad. It's unfortunate.
Yes.
What I'm saying, as my person, Nene Frida Gomez, it has not shaken me. It has not wavered me.
So?
Wavered me.
Okay.
I'm not intimidated. I'm not scared
Okay.
at all.
Yeah,
I'm
you
stronger and still standing as ever.
So guys, gis nañ
and still remaining fabulous.
gis nañ
and
mobile
moving.
ndax gisuñ ko.
ah
Gis nañ ko.
non gisuñ ko.
Gisuñ ko ba léegi.
gisaanguñ ko ba tey ñu
So lan lañ jël si kër bi?
ñu ngi ci tracking bi.
Lan lañ jël si
waaye
kër bi?
léegi ko ay yooyu noonu. bo du ma ko wax ci télé bi bu boobaa. loolu du ma ko wax ci télé bi.
No, I will start.
All I'm saying is, I'm still Nene Frida Gomez.
Okay, welcome.
The voice beyond representation, and I refuse to be intimidated.
No problem. No
Yeah.
one can intimidate Nene.
If there is an agenda or whatever it may be, you have failed
Yes.
yet again.
Yes, you failed.
Give it another
You
shot.
failed woefully.
Woefully.
So we don't
Give
care.
it another shot, and you're going to fail.
Yes.
Whatever it may be, whether it's isolated, whether it's premeditated, whether it's planned, whether it's calculated, whatever it may be, it hasn't done.
And
anything
please
to
don't
me.
come back.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Anyway, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. di la sargal di la jaajëfal.
Thank you, yes.
suñ boss. suma
Nene,
brother
bàyyi
bi.
ma oye boss.
Booba nag mu neex
Nene,
la mu
bàyyi
naan
ma
yaay
oye
boss
boss,
bi.
Nene. Ah?
Fii yaay fee boss bi yaay ne taxawal ñu taxaw toogal ñu toog. Loolu la yàlla dogal nangu ko rek.
Baax na, okay.
Wow.
No problem.
My friend's representative. Namo
Ela moo la represente.
Namo la mo nge kontong.
Yeah.
Ando nga kontong mo ke ibuloto ya
Yaa di
naka ke egale ko.
yaa futandi na
Ya
moo la.
futandi futandi namo. Mr. nga misle bake. Bari fana ba sango konton na.
Aha, tali, yes.
Alama ne maning kafar ke la
Talay.
Talay, exactly.
Amen.
Exactly. Mr. Boja. Nuyu naa la. Ciao.
Wala ko Bojang
Suma
Ba.
xarit xol bi.
Waaw nee na
Waaw
maa ngi
gis
nii
naa ne daal man dama foogoon da nga dem Sénégal. Dama foogoon ne naka nomad blue nga sol nii. Bu Pape Cheikh jaar man dama ko ne loolu la sol nii nomad blue.
Waaw, bu dee jël million si.
Loolu lay wax ni ay yow tamit. MC Thiam la de.
MC la waaw.
MC Thiam la parce que MC Thiam solul lu ne ba nomad blue génn. Ma gis ko mu saa di sol lu ne. Foofu dafa crossoon dem Sénégal dem si waat.
Loolu nag moom de.
Exactly.
Mun naa am jël na si biir.
Ma ne MC am na njëg bi soo lu ne di rafet na kontaan naa.
Thank you.
di dalal suñ gan bi beneen yoon waat mu nekk gan boo xam ne dañ dee kontaan saa yu nekk bi fi ñëwee parce que waxtaanam daf dee come with a lot of wisdom, a lot of knowledge, a lot of education, you understand, and a lot of direction. Because nit koo xam ne la xam-xamam màcc na ci li mooy wax te taxawaayam nit dëgër na. man li ma dee wax saa yu nekk rek naka wax si dégg si jëf lañ koy natee. te nit ku nekk rek waxi démbaam ak waxi teyam dafa war a méngoo. te boo fi amee gas goo xam ne mun nañ ko nata ci fànn boobu noonu. kontaante bu mag la mooy nekk ci ñun te xam naa dina nekk kontaante bi ñëpp ñu ñuy seetaan pour ne nit ki wax nga njëriñoo ci mu indi la yokkute indi la dalal xel indi la jëm kanam kon di amaat kontaante rek ne amaat nañ ko fii nii beneen yoon di dalal ñëpp ñi nga xam ne ñoo ñuy seetaan suñ fans yi di yàkkamte Grand Bantaba show bi nga xam ne mooy show bi nga xam ne bokkut façon show bi nga xam ne godorong la benn yoon lay wow amul kenn ku ko mën a teggi amul kenn ku ko mën a pirate dañuy essayer rek luñ def ñu teg ci ay seen tànk waaye taxul lu ñuy wax roy du nuroo pire benn rek la amul façon it's a limited edition so boobu it ngeen bàyyi ñu ko rek jël yàlla rek ñun ñoo mel noonu yàlla ñu ko jox comme na xarit nag ma def ko ori MC jëlal glace di wax borom kër gi tam di ko ñaanal di ko masawu si lu métti li nga xam ne moo ñu dal tey jii waaye ñu jël yàlla rek xam ne loolu la xeex bu nekk rek da ngay daan baa ñu daan la waaw ku bañ nag ñu daan la dafa mel ni bul xeex waaye ku am fit dugg ci xeex rek xamal ne benn la dinañ la daan nga daan ñu jël yàlla nag xam ne li ci kanam rawul bot soo di masawu faatu ne you know we're still okay.
That's right.
Yeah, we're still the Democrats and we're still standing. We'll forge ahead. There's always time and we will rebound.
All right.
We will rebound.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So Abdou Wilane sonole Abdou Wilane of course atel na talibo la place ota talibo sangole soto be duala tala alamane manin kafar kala ko nene ya fa nyameng. Well, Abdou Wilane ka NPP le support. He joined UDP actually for 10 days and went back to NPP.
10 men.
10
Subhanallah.
And he was received by the party leader. That was just for 10 days.
So before going to UDP,
he is among the founders of Gambia for 5 years and the late wife actually. From Gambia for 5 years, they formed the NPP. NPP, Dusano accused him of giving them money. He was angry. He went to UDP. 10 days, he came back. Welcome, Wilane.
So basically, maybe after going to UDP, they consulted again.
Yes.
And maybe he was every day.
He actually said it was a political strategy. Why guy NPP, promote them UDP, and everything.
Okay.
So he was able to use them accordingly.
Carry it.
So welcome, Wilane.
New word, right?
New
sister, Mr. Manneh, Mr. Bojang M. And that's the beauty of Gambian politics. At the end of the day, you need Benaland. And politics is by choice. So you can be here today, and tomorrow you can be there.
Now, why will you join a party that you don't believe in?
I have never believed in that party.
Why will you join a party that you don't believe in?
Yes, sometimes it's necessary. MC knows what I'm saying. What it takes. Yes. MC knows what is what I'm saying. MC on APRC later MC was with the GDC and later to the UDP.
No, MC
knows exactly what
MC
what
believed
it means.
GDC and he believed UDP. But
No. If you to believe, you have to believe one. You cannot believe this and that. You must believe in one thing.
Okay, so MC munda believe
yeah.
Bala believe.
Legi mom si lumwa si mom gom na UDP kon gomatu GDC.
Okay, I knew.
So
gom GDC mom parce que banalen be dekk bi xamne
exactly waaw.
amatu dara lu
waaye taxawal na GDC nag.
Yeah, like
bam fa newe ñepp duñ lekk do lam-lam xam nga ne GDC la nekk te jëfinam ak waxinam ak doxinam yëfi lu in line with GDC.
Abdou Wilane is like that. For ma gis di nga xam ne Abdou Wilane su ñëwee fii sax Abdou Wilane NPP la nekk. Everybody knows that.
Why that's not the thing. The thing is, you left NPP because you were angry and joined UDP. After 10 days, you went back and
maybe you can digest from that point. The integrities that surround that move is so vast.
There is only my friend was just that. Nga meron rek nga
dem.
No, that's the point.
Gom pati mu ne de no naka ko hate gomut pati bobu.
Gomut pati mu ne musuko gom.
Exactly.
Waaw musuma gom UDP.
Exactly, and you joined them.
Yes.
For reasons. So better ñu ci plateforme bi reasons mu ne ko gëna yaatal rek. Comme di delo waat di nuyu suñu audience yi nga xam ne ñu ngi bàyyi seen time. Yëpp di follow programme bi parce que it's one of the best programs. The Grand Bantaba foog naa Gambien si ko dee follow. Waaye bala ñoo nuyu ne njëkk a nuyu njiiti réew mi nuyu political leaders yi nuyu borom kër gi nuyu tamit ñi nga xam ne ñoom lañ seexal fii plateforme bi di wax rek asalaamaaleykum wa rahmatullahi taala wa barakatuhu.
Thank you so much. Ablay?
Yes, mbe molbe kontona nimel mebijang from our guests, Sister Nene, yourself, Bob, and then Wilane, MC Cham, everybody here, top, bottom, top. It's always a pleasure to be on the show, and then nge ñaan nga xam ne ñoo amee doole bi ak place yi kilifa dëkk yi dëkk bi ñu mun a def seen liggéey yàlla mu yombal seen liggéey si seen kaw ñun yëpp ñu am yokkute comme niñ ko bëggee. Thank you.
Thank you so much, MC.
jërëjëf Bouba maa ngi nuyu ñëpp ñu seetaan programme bi yëpp di masa suma xariti xool lu métti lu nga xam ne daj na ko fiis na ko mun na xari réew mi yëpp parce que nee moom nee ne Gambie yëpp la lu nga xam ne naxar na ko rek ñëpp la mun na xari ñu bari kool ne ma sax di ma laaj incident bi mu xamoon yëpp demoon naa si këram tam pour masa ko fekk time boobu mu ngi jaxasoo si affaire yi mobile ak bagage yi foog naa ne suma broda muy Abdou démb amoon na fi waxtaan maanaam moom waxtaan bu yaatu sax si affaire yi parce que man xam naa bu ma ko gisee mu ñëw UDP fekk time boobu maa ngi GDC ma kool benn xaritam mu nga xam ne ma ne ko UDP moom su ma fa nekkoon du ma nangu ñu welcome kii because kii bëggul parti bi waaw kooku ne ma ma ne ko dama ko dugg na dafa génnaat ma ne ko Abdou amul dara lu mu dafa UDP ma ne ko xam nga dafa am lu ko naxari bu nga xam nga Gambie dafa toll fu nga xam ne dañ jël mbir bi daf ko ñaari parti soo jógee NPP ñëw UDP ñu célébrer soo jógee UDP def NPP gars yi célébrer soo dañ koy bu ñaar mbir so the easiest way soo nekkee si ruling party nga bëgg ñu oyaat dara da ngaa ñëw UDP rek ñu ne ñu xëccaat.
And I listen to this man
so
when he met Dabo that UDP is the best party ñoo xam ne ñoo war a lifin ñu ngi sachet suñu xaalis yi.
Buuba xam nga yow Buuba démba.
soo bëggee I can steal for this.
démba dafa am na fu ma toog démba ñu ne ma Buuba Gadjigo daf dee sonal ñëpp léegi. ñu ne ma affaire Buuba Gadjigo bul nangu. gos ma benn waay maa ko jàngal politique. te bu mu ñëwee nga interview ko fii. bu mu génnee man su ma yëgoon du ma ñëw si programme boobu. foog naa ne mën na ñëw si grande Bantaba xëy na boobu na am kenn ko xam ne. waaw wala yéen ñaar ren ma ne ko yow si loolu man ko man Buuba Gadjigo du mu nekk rek suma waay. bu ma demoon si borom ma ñëwee. keroog tur mu yaxas ma kii. ma ne ko Buuba amul waay si liggéeyam bi. so am nga loolu laa de wax ma ne nit ki soo dee decide pour bàyyi parti na nga koo def based on your own decision bu ko def because of da nga mere du sangam wala xam nga politique li gën a garaaw si politique mooy damaa dem bokk si parti bi pour merloo du sangam doo fa yàgg kon dafa am loo war a góom ne maa ngi dem bokk si parti bi lii moo tax ma war si bokk dem boo gisee gars yi welcome ko dama ko wax xaritam te xaritam wax na ko sax ne man call naa ko waaw ma ne ko kii
yow yàgg ngaa gis point
yàgg naa ko time bu xam nga dafa xam naa ne lu tax mu dem because ñoom dafa play rôle mag si xam nga pare jabaram dafa strong ba xam nga si boro for 5 years so bu ma gisee mu dem
Gambia for 5 years
no
that's not the registered name
xam
nga saying this to the media Barrow is a person.
Barrow for 5 years ngeen starté ba xam naa.
is the country.
Because dañ leen advice ne waaw tur boobu because da ngeen wax ne lifin bi nekkul pour Barrow ngeen change ko xam naa di.
xam nga Barrow for 5 years mënuñ koo génne because tey ñu fa nekkoon.
boobu lañ starté.
the executive committee of naka
boobu dem na ba start.
the movement boobu. ñëpp UDP MPP lañ sorry ñëpp MPP member lañ.
Yeah, of course.
because soo xoolee sister Sabali bi bokkoon na fa.
No.
Ibrahima Sow is part of it.
Let me help you. From Foundation MC Hara.
am nga all of them la mun xam ne loolu.
seen protest bi
ministre yaa fa nekk Samate.
ak
si kanam
si protest bi yëpp.
Samate fa nekk wala seen ministre ñoo ko si protest boobu. Seeku Mbaal political advice.
3 years journal.
No.
waa léegi
agree
100%. but Gambia for 5 years.
waaw.
ñan ñoo fa nekkoon.
Like government moo fa nekkoon because we are pro.
so kon automatically is Barrow la.
when 3 years jot na biñ génnee. 3 years jot na opposition ba fa
waaw
nekk
boobu
also
What do you mean government?
time
we
boobu
are there.
NPP
Ñun
amul
suñ
sax.
mission was to protect the constitutions that they were about to coup d'état.
non
Because doo mun a wax ni
non
agreement
Wilan
let's move on.
Expect governments to keep quiet on
Hello,
that.
Wilan. Programme bi start
xam nga lii don't is gone.
Okay.
ñun dañ génn si want to protect the constitution and the dictates of
xam nga kañ nga woon a génn
just Daniel
bu gars yi dem di campagne di wax si Gambien si ne suñu winee 3 years la ñu tay mu nga woon a génn la ne hey kenn du fi nekk président for 3 years
yow lu tax demuloo woon time boobu join coalition.
non because of xam naa ne June Njaxa moo fa nekk
lu tax kon waxuloo
xam naa ne am na parti yu nga xam ne amul délégués xamoon naa loolu
GDC bu ñu leen invité dañ ne ñoom.
Okay, so léegi thank you so much. Thank you Wilan. Thank you MC. Thank you.
léegi lu ma wax rek mooy foog naa ni ngeen niyu suma broda suma oncle la man joolaa suma nijaay la man suma yaay joolaa la so maa ngi nuyu Mr Bojang bu baax di nuyu tam suñu gan bi because nit ko xam ne la wax dëgg yàlla ku oyof la pare media friendly la foo ko aussi mbiri media muy xale muy mag dina ñëw uy si la kon loolu lii leen soxla si Gambia te ñu leen dee struggle trop pour am gan sax pour mu war a ñëw si programme bi li si ëpp sax government ñu nangu ñëw léegi gis naa bu state ministre ñëwee fii keroog sax gis naa léegi gars kenn ku ne mu ngi bëgg a ñëw léegi loolu gis naa bu ñëwee keroog kenn lu ngay foog Grande Bantaba ak lu fi nekk dafa uti waaw jox opportunité because gis nañu ministre bi ñëw toog fii ñu waxtaan so kon foog naa lii liggéey réew la liggéey réew mooy kenn ku nekk da nga war a sa xalaat si réew mi waaw am na ko xam ne ku nekk dafa am foo mu ni waaye tey lu ñu wax fii tey yëpp lu si ëpp government bi dañu seen programme bi dama daje si mbedd ñu moo ko wax sax ay state ministers am nga dégg na seen programme bi yëpp so fii dafa nekk soo bu nga xam ne la waxtaane réew mi la kon mbiri réew moom kenn waru koo daw sa xalaat nga am loo foog ne loolu leen war a waxtaan ñu waxtaan soo ñëwu tam li opposition ñu ñëw toog rek suñu ooyee ñëwuloo opposition ñëw toog wax seen xalaat so dama ko def wax Grand Bantaba soo xoolee jamono mais élection si ñu daw fii yëpp ñu fa daanu élection
It's the biggest show.
ñun fi ooyoon ñëpp ñu ndaw ñe du ñëw ñu fa daanu ñu fi toog yëpp toogu bi ñu fa gañe
Fa gañe.
Wow.
Thank you so much, MC. Nga tinduka je ba kembe dunna program to wale fe. Nga ministro dum mole mi alon ko atuma mabo bayri ko dolu mi alon ko wale keta nyin lokun tambila daba kono. Of course, Minister of Information Minkera Dr. Siseti statement o mi alon ko ay wole fintindi kabring aning I Africa interview soronu comment na hakilo ba kanno about the diaspora bari anata apologize ala statement ala well mo jamal fananko ala apology nying ami si o be dabe tara kol ko mi alon ko ning na ba kachala na luntango nying bari ba kachala fanan ko sam Spain dilo mi alon ko saying ko ni dara eco bank sayan rango fo bandale mo be passport ngino mo be kering abe kala kolti mi alon ko fanan of course ba kacala anim ku katengol mili alon ko walle be kering Gambia banko kan jang na kunta je don be kacala le na luntango mu Lamin Manneh ti mi alon ko aka United Democratic Party le support andum molem fanan mi alon ko anene do ko kele at the African Development Bank. Mr. Manneh, welcome.
Thank you very much, Bob. And the mobile control, starting with Nene.
Thank you.
And Mangle Masawu Chiladal. I'm very happy to hear that you are not shaking. Lulu Bogena am solo. Because we have you take it in your stride and move on. Because we got if expectation is to intimidate you, no one then you are not intimidated, they have failed. So I'm very glad for that. Nobody should have intimidate, they take pity on themselves and all, and that's not the solution. Stand up and fight. So congratulations for that in spite of the hardship. And I hope that this will be the last time we hear of anything like that happening to you. You don't deserve it. You don't deserve it at all.
I pray so.
Yeah, Buba, thank you for inviting me, and it's always a pleasure to come back here. Because just saying, Kerr Finder, so you know, I'm always happy to come back here to discuss issues and see how we can contribute to the discourse in this country. Because the issues is what's important. How do we take the country from a place where we fight each other to a place where we discuss ideas? So thank you for that opportunity. MC Mangle Nuyuba. Thank you. Good to see you again. Mr. Bojang, I've been watching you on the program. This is the first opportunity to get to meet you. Congratulations for the good work you're doing.
Thank you.
Mr. Wilantam, this is the first time. And I'm surprised to hear that he was in the UDP for 10 days, but that's Gambian politics. So we forge along.
Okay. It was short a time for you to even notice that he was there.
Exactly. I didn't even know he was there, but yeah. But anyway, that is his right. So he, you know, the choice is his, and the Gambians will judge.
Thank you so much.
So thank you all very much for the invitation, and I'm glad to be here again.
Look, Bastard la America Bankwale kan. Well, Kamala Harris yalla party did invite them.
Oh Lord.
Ngalod nina ta content no ba.
Oh Lord.
So
why have you decided to torture me?
Ali nyadi Kabri alia boyko Donald Trump le win instead of.
Yeah, it is. It came as a shock. Because we saw the 4 years of Trump in the US. It was very difficult and very disruptive. And what worries me most, more than anything else is I read his Project 2025. It's a huge document, over 900 pages. But it's scary what's in there. And this is the gentleman who told us that he will go after his political enemies from the first day in office. I hope those are campaign slogans and that he would move from that. And that he will realize that America is part of the global community and we're not going back to the ideas of isolationism and all that. And America is probably one of the greatest countries around, but they still need the world. So I hope that he realizes that and that he tempers his approach to politics. So that said, the American people, it's a democratic institution, it's a democratic country. They've chosen their leader, we have to respect that. So we just hope that he too will temper his political slogans and then move to a much more reasonable middle ground. So that's all I'd have to say about that one.
All right.
Yeah.
Ngana Gambia Banko Kanjang, you've listened to Dr. Cisse on iAfrica. Kabrea Diamuta about the diaspora when he was talking about Baro right sodole Puruka third term contest. And I have another accept like ama foku here and mistake all be despite the apology ke nyamen dolu fanang ko ala apology nyamam better. But first yala statement all of more regarding the diaspora and I have mula reaction.
I think it's a very unfortunate reaction that he had. Because Tenga Mira Biringa Tata in the US and Nimbosoli Chochoje, he hasn't digested that. That's why he came back and started saying the things he said about the diaspora. I mean, as a state minister, that's really unbecoming. Okay? I think we need much more civility in our political discourse than that. After saying that, Nada Fintitako, he apologized for what he said. But then just after that, I had him on Peter Gomez Coffee Time.
Yeah, I listened to it.
Attacking in a very vicious manner Mahdi Jobate, Alaji Sidi Baro, Coach Pasamba Jau, you know. Why? And today, the reply they gave to me in Coffee Time, Nimi Mamwe, go and listen to it. I think that's enough. You don't need to say anything more than that. I think Pasamba Jau, Coach Pasamba Jau, Alaji Sidi Baro, and Mahdi Jobati, the response they gave him on Coffee Time, that should be enough. We don't need to even say anymore. Anybody who hasn't heard that, please go get Coffee Time. Peter Gomez shares it on WhatsApp. You know, the WhatsApp says, go listen to that. I think those were very fitting responses.
But Doctor, on the other side, don't you think he is right that constitution or somebody barola purka contest term mote was stop no?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. As long as we have the 1997 constitution,
yes,
Barrow has the right to go for a third term or fourth term if you know, but anything. There's no limit, right? We respect that and we understand that this is a constitutional right. But people also have a right to challenge that because Barrow, you remember, signed with ECOWAS that he will not go for a third term. ECOWAS heads of state, only Togo and another country, which I cannot remember, refused to sign.
It's only 2 countries.
Yes, only 2 countries refused to sign. Every other ECOWAS member state, the head of each ECOWAS member state, signed for that they will do 2 terms. So, Nidangay Amkadu. Well, already with the 3-year period thing. The man they go a coalition, they might talk 3 years, and coalition campaign for him for a 3-year term. So you watcher, and you don't run for elections, but you organize free and fair elections. You come back if you want to. Wahed. And I'll finish this 5 years. He came back again, and he went a third time again. Constitutionally, he has the right. But ethically, morally, I'm not sure it is the best thing that we want to give as an example to our children. Sax doom dang ko dañoo jàngal suñu doom yi pour ñu am kaddu. Dimbaya bi ñu banko kan ila al falka mum fay walen tiling. Silo muta kana faniaf. Niye kumofu ila ikango kanta. So if we don't have that from the head of state, that is a big worry. Because then what do we believe again? And this is the man who told us that when you campaign, you can say anything. When you get to government, you do what you like. Come on. When you have that series of events happening all the time, it is disturbing. But that doesn't take away from the fact that he has the constitutional right to run for a third term. Okay, fine. If the minister speaks to that, he can speak to it in a much more civil manner and respectful manner to the people who challenge. We are all entitled to our opinions. It's a democratic society. We should be able to argue ideas and points without being rude to each other, without being disrespectful and discourteous to each other. Loolu mun nañ koo def gis nga mun nañ koo dangul ne moom li mu waxoon démb moo tof yi wax waxeet mu doon tof yi ne Barrow is clueless and all what not. Wala lu nekk fii. If he chooses today to change and go to support that same guy that he was disparaging every day, that's his right again. The Gambians will do that, you know. Xam nañ kuy wax ku am kaddu ku am kaddu. To loolu moo am diggante sa diggante ma Gambians. I thought it's unfortunate a young man like that would sacrifice his own integrity and respect in this country in such a way. That's unfortunate. But again, he's entitled to his opinions.
All right.
So I don't want to say more than that. I think what he said is just not acceptable in our political discourse.
All right.
But the
I'll
response he
get
got
back
is
to you.
fine.
So I want us to have a very interactive discussion today. Then you know, you see, Trump and start with Trump. You have to talk about Trump today. I know you are very disappointed, but what do you think?
Nothing.
Okay.
I
so
think
what about,
nothing.
what about Dr. statement?
Thank you. Oh, gën a bëgg a dox suma xol bi rek ay caam. maa ngi ñëw guub meer. mu bëgg a ma dis.
I know.
No,
right?
exactly. I no nothing. I feel nothing. And I'm saying nothing. Nelaw laa def sax.
I know. It was crazy, you know.
Anyway. Xam naa ñuy laa kool rek kenn amu la.
I know.
Nga ma mënut coono. Anyways, Mashia naka lañ ko doxatee sax concern like a whole lot of reasonable people would do pour ne the utterances, the mannerism, the comportment of somebody we supposedly call a state minister, you know, yes, appointed by the president, but mandated to serve in a ministry the welfare of the people. And by that fact, you are adequately compensated from our hard-earned monies. All we deserve from that particular individual, whoever the person may be, is respect and dignity, and nothing short of that. So if you at some point in time feel that we're not deserving of that, then it's time to face up with you, you know, and speak truth to power and put you in your place. And I think that's the situation every Gambian, reasonable Gambian, should be at this point in time. Now, I've always telling people, duma musa taxaw fenne by force Barrow dafa wàcc or by force Barrow du toog kon man li ma oote newut ci man kon xawma tamit luwaay ak sarta yi nga xam ne moom la réew mi ni di doxee. First and foremost mooy the constitution. Xam nañ ne am nañ constitution boo xam ne amul term limit, right? Loolu noonu after 2016 mooy one of the things yoo xam ne Gambians si, you know, ñëw nañ together ñu joytu ko ne loolu dafa war a change parce que suñ gom-gom mooy ne loolu moo dooleel Yaya Jammeh ba Yaya Jammeh mun fee nekka at yooyu noonu yëpp ba li mën a def yëpp ona sanga mu def ko parce que su doon time limit la amoon na xëy na génnoon na fi waaye comme que amutoon so loolu dafa important noonu dafa nekkoon loo xam ne dafa jege xoli askan bi parce que méttit gi ak joytu gi yëpp ñu ngi ko tënkoon ci loolu nu gomoon nañ ne loolu suñ ko ceeñoon rek suñ joytu yu bari suñ jànkuwante yu bari dinañ ko doon saafaral at least nañ am fu ñuy commencé ci jubluwaay bi doxin ak pour defar suñ réew bi right so dem nañ ba defar loolu draft boobu noonu waaye ñun ñëpp xam nañ loolu fan la commencé ak fan la dem right so léegi su nekkee ne Ismaila Ceesay nekkoon na si boor boo xam ne dafa gomoon ne loolu noonu lu waroon a am la Ismaila Ceesay nekkoon na dafa gomoon ne time limit lu important la mu advocate for it mu fight for it speak so much and highly everywhere about that so that same individual su waree taxaw tey understand nga ne kooku Barrow dina taxaw te kenn mënu ci dara right ok man dama ne yes nit ñi mun nañ ci dara am na right pour taxaw parce que loi may na ko waaye bu taxawee ndax dina doonaat président loolu moom Ismaila xamu ko Barrow xamu ko képp ku bugg a Barrow xamu ko képp ku bañ Barrow xamu ko képp ku éenee Barrow ak ku ko ñàkk a yéene loolu xamuñ ko loolu ci yàlla la des soo toogee ne mu neex leen mu naxari leen kon yëpp yàlla la first and foremost ak ñàkk a xam sa boppa ak ñàkk a gëm yàlla ak tuutil yàlla ak tuutil man-mani yàlla ak xam-xami yàlla first and foremost understand nga léegi ñu jógee ci loolu noonu man dama ne yes Barrow mun naa taxaw ci coobareem now we talking about the morality legally am na right pour taxaw we now talk about the morality right because again morally nit ki jikkoom ak kàddoom sama kàddoom ak jëflante ma askan bi war naa tax nit ñi óolu ko o gëm ko war koo dénka o war koo dooleel war a ànd ak moom so léegi moom su waree taxaw nit kooku nga xam ne moo tax xam nga wax naa ko fi ci commencement bi sa kaddu démba ak sa kaddu tey dafa war a méngoo dañ ko war a taaj boo ko seetee mu am lu nuroo den nga ne ok kii jar na ma jëflantee moom waaye bu utee yéene guddee bëccëg den kooku moytu ko kooku jar naa ragal parce que fen bokk na ci loo xam ne yàlla moo daf ko sib fen bokk na ci yoo xam ne baakaar la yàlla moo ko sib parce que fen mun naa rey fen mun naa xañ nit fen mun naa toroxal nit fen mun naa xalak nit fen mun naa xañ nit lu bagee ngir fen moo tax yàlla daf ko sib so loolu noonu man mënumaa support kenn koo xam ne amul dara looy def loo xam ne fen ngir bokka fen ngir jiitu fen pour xew fen pour ñu tuddala man kooku dama lay sib te anything loo xam ne dafa doon ci loo xam ne askan bi seen life and livelihood seen dundin ak yooyu noonu nga bugg a fen sa wee you know njuuj njaaj manipuler tapale sa wee just because da nga bugg a bokk da nga bugg a nekk da nga bugg a ñu ne man la yow la yaa mun man kooku duma la respect te duma la nawloo te man dama gom ni understand nga docteur Cissé liñ fi def ñun ñëpp xam nañ fan la affaire bi jóg starté ak fuñ toll nii yes am nga right pour liggéey you know waaye again duñ am naa right pour liggéey waaye liggéey bi maa liggéey ak fi ma koo liggéey man ak foofu noonu history let's go back to history maa kooku noonu understand nga lan nga fa waxoon lan nga fa defoon sa jëflante sa taxawaay ba tax yow suñ la joxee liggéey boobu su doon dañ la koo may sax may sax tegal la si xaalis man dinaa hésiter pour jël ko parce que damaa fàttale ko fan lañ jógee so loolu noonu yee war nañ koo bàyyi xel askan bi so man dama taxaw ba tey ne yes Barrow am na right legally mandated by the constitution pour taxaw waaye ndax dina ko am by force man dama ne déedéet loolu eggaanguñ foofu noonu loolu des na si askan bi ndax doyloo nañu ndax doyloowuñu du ma get into the morality part sax because we know that is lacking it's zero zippo nada it's not there but des na si askan bi suñ tolloo foofu noonu waaye tamit li may wax askan bi mooy ne doo ma yaakaar ba pare yat ma you know yes you know people will just sit there and do things consciously but then because of pressure bi bari na you know and then you come back okay it's become unbecoming oh I regret it I don't see you regret it like Mr. Manneh said here you know you start on a platform and say okay it's becoming it's out of your character okay which character now did you use of you to use and bash and you know call people bitter and idle and naka cowards exactly oh okay let's talk about the word coward here I think the definition of coward fits you as an individual, Dr. Cissé, because the three people that you mentioned here, the coach Pasamba Diaw, the Madi Jabate, the Alaji, what they have done, you haven't done an inch of it. Let's go back to history in this country. Your works, your interaction, your utterances, your engagements with the people when the need arises. You will not even be at the same level. So, you know what? We need to put that where it's coming from. Just because of you hold a position, you have a platform to talk, you think you can degrade people? Oh no. And everybody should need to speak about that. Because a coach person, but definitely if you can do character, integrity, understand? It's not questionable. Marriage about the same thing. And Alaji Barrow, the same thing. Yeah. So you're not at the same line level with even those people to even question them. I feel Ismaila Cissé lacks the moral authority to question any one of those people. And I stand by that. All right. He just does not have it. And it's disrespect. It's pit bottom low to even sit on a platform to question those people. Right. Well, we're not questioning them, and I don't see any other Gambian, well-meaning, open-minded, who will question those people in every front. Not their education, not their interaction, not their doings, their saying, on anything else. Why? Unfortunately, that's not you. Try again.
Thank you so much. Willan?
Yes, Buba.
What is your reaction?
My reaction on what? Because you have centered on so many questions.
Your reaction on Dr. Cissé's statement?
Well, Doctor is a minister, and I think if you're serving the public, you have to have self-comportment. But it is not bad to say something and then come back and put down an apology. Doctor is far better than those who subject him to some harassments. As a representative of a government and a country, your fellow citizens rains insult on you in a foreign land and there was no reaction. Doctor is a human being. Oh, doctor's reaction now is causing other reactions. But Gambians who react against doctor in the United States, nobody comment on their attitudes. Are we talking about sense here? I think we all need to look back to ourselves and give our country a better approach.
Do you believe in democracy?
Very well.
Do you think Barrow is a Democrat?
Very Democrat.
Okay. So do you believe in protest? Do you believe that protest is part of...
Genuine protest is part of democracy.
So you think
genuine
the US
protest is part of democracy.
So you think the US protest was...
No. My time is my time. My sister. No.
Who decides what is genuine and not genuine?
When you interject me, I interject in all topics. Give me my time, please.
You can interject when you
I
want.
listen
Then I will let
attentively.
you
Just
come.
leave
Who
me my
decides what
time.
is genuine?
Give me my time.
Okay, now
Does
that
he go
floor
back to
is
the 5
mine.
years protest? Is it genuine? in
Wait.
some
Let
people's
me just
eyes?
tell you. This is my time, please.
Okay, go ahead. But now,
Give me my time.
But now, do you believe that protest is part of democracy?
Genuine protests are part of democracy.
So do you believe that the US protest was not
I guess
genuine?
only genuine people
Well,
know what is genuine.
It was not.
Why?
We all know.
No, I don't.
Because even if you go out to protest, don't went to the extent of insulting me biologically. Is that genuine?
Well, in that video,
Who insulted Dr.
We
Sisi?
see, Samate, the doctor, the
we're
minister
talking
of
about
health.
doctor. We're
No,
talking
when
about doctor.
Gambians were there, I'm not talking about doctor alone.
But the question is...
You are talking about doctor
talking
because
about
you have
doctor.
something.
Oh, okay, thank
Now, there was a delegation.
Yes.
And these delegations were subject to a form of harassment in America.
Okay, go ahead.
Huh?
Go ahead.
We see Gambians insulting a fellow Gambian, a minister, in a foreign land. And when the ministers react, nobody react on their behaviors. But when individual react, you say he should not. I think we need to check our manners. Approach are very important. When you hit on me, I hit back, it's a problem. But when you hit on me, I don't hit back, nobody talks about it. When you hit back, I hit back. Doctor reacts to the way they receive him.
So he
And he's a human being. He reacted, of course.
He was reacted to
And
that.
he come back and understand that, I am young, I man a position, I owe these people apologies. And he put apologies. Now he has put an apologies. It's left to them to accept or not.
And the
But
next
what
day
is
you
clear
went and
is
attack other people.
the attack is different this time. He says the president has right
It's the same
to...
topic.
No, wait. He says the president has right to contest for a third term.
Yes.
And legally, he has the right. What is wrong in that? And he says he sees nothing that can stop it. What is still wrong in that?
No, he told Madi that I said no one's father owns this country. And that is true. He repeated that
So,
during his interview.
so you say you want to tell me
But
that
he
brother Madi,
apologized.
you want to tell me that brother Madi's statement has never affect any individual.
That's not what I'm talking
We can
about.
get back to the tracks.
Wilan, yow da nga
No, dafa am lenn loo xam ne foog ngeen
apologize.
Apologize. Now, if I
Now
make
you
an
repeated
apology,
the same
Buba,
thing again.
yes, still. If I make an apology, if I say I have offended my sister, and I come back and say, I've made a mistake, sister, I'm very sorry.
You repeated the same thing again. You think people will forgive you?
Well, it's left to the people. Once he has put an apology, it's left to the people to choose whether they tend to
You
forgive or not to
apologize,
forgive.
people forgive you. You went and do the same thing again. Do you think you deserve to be forgiven
Of course,
again?
yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Of course. Once he's making mistakes and putting himself right to apologize, he deserves to be asked, the apology to be considered.
Okay.
Okay, coming to what they say, Barrow constitutionally allows him to go for third term. Yes, but he mentions that we fought to change overstay in power. But let's go back to history. When they were interested to make amendments within the 1997 Constitution, they only look at the portions that fit them by then. They just put down a paper and take out the age limit. Was that not an amendment? Why don't they do the same one time? Will we reach to this today? They were baffling us, playing with our minds. They changed clauses that fit them. And this is exactly what's happened. And Gambians want to forget about it. Today, nobody is talking about it. So, we bring in a constitution, the 2020 constitution. I am part of the government who first says, we are in your platform, we are going against this constitution. Because a constitution that cannot define marriage, you say a consent among matured elders, what are you telling me? When we all belong to different religions.
You're rejecting that because of the retroactive clause?
No, wait, not only the retroactive clause. This person that many people underrate. When you come with a constitution, you know, marriage divinely is meant for a man and a woman. If you say marriage is a mutual consent among adult elders, what are you telling me?
So now you read the 2024 draft?
I've not yet read to that because you know why?
Are you in support of it?
It's a draft.
Are you in support
I
of it?
will only talk about it when it is put to a referendum. When the people gauge and see what is inside, that's the time I will come on it.
Well, your government is supporting it, and
Well,
that
yes.
still remains in that.
Yes, the government is a setup.
So
It's
are
a
you going to
group
support
of people.
Are you going to support it?
I says I will not talk about the draft when unless and until it reaches
Are you
the
a genuine
public.
citizen? Because you are fighting for all this, the 2024 draft, send government go gain a
It's not, I'm not going to talk about the draft because it is a draft level.
No, you said you did not read it.
No, I did not say that.
That's what you
I
said.
said I'm not going to talk on it unless and until it reaches
But
to
even
the
the
people.
2020 was a draft.
Yes.
Yes. And you
But
talked
this
about
time,
Buba.
I am doing
Buba.
my studies.
Buba.
I'm not going to comment
Buba.
on the draft
Okay, all
unless
right.
and until
Oh, you have
it
a question?
takes it to the other stage.
Okay, all right.
A comment.
Okay.
It's rather unfortunate. You seem to have brought a co-panelist who have suffering from comprehension deficiency.
What do you mean?
Because I'm getting lost here.
Okay.
Can we go back to Dr. Cisse?
Don't
Doctor
worry.
Cisse-
I'll come back.
You have something common with Doctor, my sister, but for me,
Okay.
I don't know if you
something
want.
common with
Yes,
Doctor?
I hope so because if you want the whole program to be centered on Doctor,
You're
Cisse,
You're
really
really
and
understand-
other issues.
validating what I just said. You're just validating what I
Okay.
said.
I will get this. I'll get this. I was just getting to a point. So no.
It's about
let me
handle
just
now
come.
Doctor's area already.
Okay,
Buba dafa lache
okay,
what
yeah.
about
Yeah, it's okay.
the borough stamp,
Okay.
whether we all know legally
Okay,
borough has
legally,
the mandate to
legally.
go for 5 years for another term.
For 5 years. While
He has the right.
I just want to ask this.
Yes, ask.
Dr. Cisse said doctor is defending that. But yo, Wahngane in 2016, these
Yes.
people had the chance and
To do all those amendments.
Yes, I understand. That is, and I fully agree that the Munon Nenko living at the time.
Yes.
While if that is wrong, they didn't do it. Do you think it is right?
What holds them not to do it?
No, just listen to the question.
Before you ask the question, we ask what hold them not to do it at that right time. When every government was conscious of having a new constitution, a new system, a new government in place.
But
What hold them?
Do you think that is not right? Do you think also it is right morally for Barrow to go for third term? Morally.
Of course.
How?
Good. Unless and until we have a new constitution, that's the time you can hand over because Gambians want a new constitution. Morally, as a president, Buba, yo, mun lo talk tay manela jogal. The joke. Moral administration of being a president is different because the president goes by the dictate of the constitution. That's not him. Morality is in yourself.
But he has the right to say, I'm not going to.
Morality is you.
Yes.
But the dictates of the constitution is the constitution.
The constitution doesn't
And
tell you
whoever
to-
sits,
Look,
whoever sits as a president goes by the dictate of the constitution, not his moral attitude.
What I'm saying is,
Morality
the consti-
includes integrity, such as not going to a party for 9 days because you just want to attract attention. That is what is called integrity. And integrity counts when you lead. When you lead, you're supposed to set examples. What a president does, what a president says, counts a lot.
Okay, you are very
So-
right.
so
I
you-
agree.
It affects lives and
now,
livelihoods.
I agree with you 100%. Morality counts. All right, we were not present when the 3 years agreement was done. But when we come from where we were, somebody talk about a topic and says the agreement 3 years cannot take place. And if anybody want to challenge, Barrow has the mandate to go for 5 years. And he's a political leader. Was there morality? Was the morality being questioned? The same leader sit again in a political party, in a political bureau, and says, well, concerning the 3 years issue. Is that morality?
Okay.
Are we talking about morals here? What are we saying?
Can I comment on that? Because
Come on board.
that is extremely important.
Okay.
Very important.
Dabo, I'm sure is the one you're referring to here, right? So
Well,
just,
if you
just call a spade a spade.
Mm-hmm.
Just call a spade.
Yes, if I-
Yes, if you mention, I'm all right.
Just allow him to
Be
answer the
courageous
question.
enough to assume
Right.
your
Yes.
thoughts and your reactions. Dabo made that comment as a constitutional lawyer, and he made it clear that this is what the Constitution says. And when he said that comment, the UDP was the first to come to him and said, no, we had an agreement here with this gentleman when you were in prison that he was supposed to stay for 3 years and then go. So that agreement is binding on him and all of us. Since then, you never heard Dabo say anything again about
No,
that.
you know, I'm marking the word moral.
Can I?
The
can I-
agreement was not done in his presence. If he doubled inside, we question his morality.
No, just
That
allow him
was
to
a legal
answer.
document. And he's a legal landed person.
Okay, allow him to
An
answer.
agreement was put. I was not present. If I come out and I don't know the details of the agreement, I should not put my words in that agreement.
Okay.
Where is morality here?
Okay, allow him to finish the answer, then
That's
you
I
continue.
just got him.
Yeah, go ahead.
Where is the morality?
I
here?
know you caught him. Go ahead.
The difference, I think, what Nene just
Bojang,
said.
are you okay?
What Nene just said, I think that's our problem. The understanding deficiency.
Okay.
I think that's the problem we're having here. And it's difficult to
can
argue.
diagnose
It's
it
difficult to argue under those
10
conditions.
minutes into the show.
When you cannot understand what we're saying, it becomes difficult to discuss with
Yes,
you.
yes.
So I think let's just move away from this
understand.
and go to something else, because I don't think he is up to the level of understanding what we're
I
saying.
understand what is going on.
Okay.
You don't want to bring the topic as it is. You questioning
Okay,
individuals' morality.
Okay,
We have
so-
other people to
so,
question their
Willard,
moralities
Willard,
during
Willard.
the time of the dispensation we share with them.
Okay, so Willard,
Many of them.
your point is
You
that
see what is
Barrow has the
unfortunate?
right to go for third term.
Of course.
So as far as the Constitution dictates,
Allows him, yes.
allows him.
Yes.
That is your point.
Yes.
Or do you have anything to add? Before I
Well,
go?
to add is only to make sure that the peace and the tranquility of this country, let us not try to joke with it. Because I heard, anytime people, Gambians, feel that demonstration is the only way out. For me, I say it's a second option. Things that we
My
don't
friend,
discuss.
People have right to protest.
People has right to protest,
Yeah,
genuine,
so-
ungenuine protests.
What genuine
You
what?
are talking about a draft. It's not yet even put to the people.
You're talking about
And then you say you're going out on that.
yeah.
Are you making sense?
No, you don't.
A
even
mere
understand
draft,
why-
a document.
You don't even understand why
He
they're
really doesn't
protesting.
I
understand.
understand why they
Why
protest.
are they protesting?
They says they go against what they call the Barrow Constitution. That's the name they give to it.
They've never said that.
That's the name they give to it. I'm in many platforms.
They've never said that.
Wait, they says they need the 2020 Constitution.
But Dave, who are we talking about
You're
here?
talking about the
Those
coalition.
demonstrators.
You don't understand what they
Those
are.
demonstrating in
Those
the
who
US.
want, no, those who want to go out.
No, ñoom lu ñoo demonstrate leena la.
Mooy lan?
Dañ bëgg a 2020 draft boo xam ne CRC ñoom ñoo ko isi pour ñu yóbbu ko si National Assembly bi. That is the
Who
purpose.
are these
Was it?
Coalition of Progressive Gambians.
Okay.
They protested yesterday. So just Thursday.
Gambia is very funny.
What is your reaction, Abla?
Before you go, just quickly.
Yes.
You guys demonstrated for 5 years then,
Exactly.
sometime
Gambia for
back.
5 years.
Yes.
Okay.
We
So-
advocate for peace for the
But you
Gambia.
went out. You went out.
Yes, but
Right.
we don't go out on a demonstration.
how
We
do you
don't.
call it?
We advocate for peace to make sure there is peace in the country. Now you cannot call it a demonstration.
NPP, what is wrong with you guys?
It's not a demonstration.
Is that the level you have?
You
in
call it
NPP?
demonstration. I don't take it as a demonstration.
So how do you call this other protest?
This protest.
Yes.
Well, it's a protest.
You're going to apply.
We might apply for a permit. I'm going out
Advocacy.
for a peaceful march. I have still my permit. If you want, go to the operations office.
You said-
Ask them how many permit have I filed.
You said
Peaceful.
peaceful protest.
That's
Protest
it. That's
is
why I say
is
genuine.
is demonstration.
When,
I'm like,
when
right.
I put peace in front of it, it's genuine.
And these people also said peaceful. They said nationwide peaceful protest.
Hope is successful.
So why
like
against
mine.
it?
Hope is successful like mine.
I'm like, every protest is genuine.
No, MC. Xam nga tamit foog nga
am na
understand.
basis.
Foog nga
But the
understand.
box is
There are some things inside because loolu tax luñ dee ama police problem. There you have to be very smart because ñëpp luñ dee ragal mooy the clauses on the permit that in the event things turn the opposite round, you will be arrested.
Loolu sa moo wrong in the first
No,
place.
hara, of course.
Those
Xam nga,
conditions should
nee
not
na
be given
hara,
to anybody.
Wait, because yow tey mun nga am ene bu rafet pour effect changes waaye noo ko mun a defee mooy génna wane sa naxar nit ñi ànda si idea bi waaye dafa am ñeneen ñoo xam ne dañ mariranoo de rax leen.
waaye moo taxit police bi ñu war a génna understand nga nekk fa pour gis ne leneen lu war a xew lu utee lu nga xam ne moo war a xew ñoom ñu taxaw ci loolu mooy seen liggéey.
léegi let me just come léegi ñu ngay discourse which is very sad man sax xam nga yoo xam la I know you personally I know you long about this yaaga du tey.
So just all about the topic.
buñ waxee ne or you were subjected to some kind of harassment probably I was shocked. Léegi ñu bëgg nañu send an idea to change something through government or through any organization but ñu mun a filter suñu message si mooy ñu génna nit ñi gis ñu ngay ñaxtu waaye ci biir ñaxtu boobu noonu xam nga ñaata elements ñoo dee ñoo xam ne dañ jóg pour yaaxal ñeneen.
loolu la laa wax mu ne police mun nañ faa nekk pour ñu
am nañ la capacity.
mun naa la interrupt just for a minute. mun nga maa may just a minute. mun nga maa.
Gambia ñu ñëpp a fi dëkk Mr. Manneh let me just let me make this thing clear. Gambia ñu ñëpp a fi dëkk.
You don't have the capacity.
Okay. We don't have the capacity for the police to give security on all people that are out in the streets on protests. What is happening in the West? Hey, here is Africa.
We don't have that police.
Okay.
We don't have the capacity.
Where did you get that information from?
We don't have that capacity.
Where did you get?
Go anywhere.
Okay,
Go to the
Dr. Combe.
Okay,
Willan.
We don't have the
Willan, thank you.
Mr. Willan.
No.
Mr. Willan, xam nga li tax ñu dee am police yi di ñëw ci suñu amee demonstrations.
Yes.
Because it's incumbent on the police to protect the demonstrators and the general public. So suñu amee demonstration police bi dañu war a ñëw génn channel di demonstration nga xam ne ku nekk dina mun a def li nga xam ne moom la constitution bi may.
Waaw.
sa ak sa yelleef nga mun koo def te doo yàq ak yelleef yi keneen. li ñu yelloo.
Waaw.
mooy mun a génn wax li ñu naxari.
Waaw.
in a peaceful manner.
Waaw.
police bi seen rôle la. pour ñu génn channel that demonstration. ici police yi war ñu joxe permit pour nangu ne da nga war a demonstrate or not. ñoom seen rôle mooy ñu channel demonstration bi nga xam ne yàqu-yàqu du ci mun a am. loolu mooy seen liggéey.
Waaw.
ma jox la benn exemple. A few weeks ago Mr. Dabo ñëw na jógee US.
Waaw.
We went to meet him. Came out ma gërëm police yi. Starting with Pate Jallow. He was at the airport to help us organize that reception. Guys, they channeled the demonstration. They were very professional. They came in riot gear. After some time, génne seen riot gear dugal seen moto yi and they were channeling the demonstration because kenn ñëw fa woon pour xeex or pour xuloo dañ ñëw to show our love for that man and to accompany him home. They came, they channeled the demonstration. They were ahead of us, sir. Yóbbuñu dama daan taxaw I was driving. Léegi suma egg ci police ba dee taxaw may leen gentlemen, we are very proud of you. This is what we expect from our police.
That's very good.
Okay? Because they were very professional. You don't have to go out and start battering the Gambians and start tear gassing them.
It started from somewhere.
Ma jekkali rek. Your role as a police officer, we pay you to ensure our safety, to ensure peace and security in the country. And if you do that properly, professionally, without bias, the demonstrators ñoom seen bopp ñoo dee channel anybody who tries, we told the people who came, anybody who tries to break the law, you will arrest and give it to the police.
Okay.
We told them that, and nobody did. So if the police cooperate with the demonstrators, we can have very peaceful demonstrations and we express our constitutional rights. Do not get to a point where you're going to use the police against the Gambians. They are our brothers and sisters.
Did we ever use the police against the Gambians?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Did we ever use the police against the Gambians?
Can you listen now? Can you listen now? Ablai, what is your reaction to Dr. Ceesay's statement on iAfrica?
Thank you. Doctor is not a believer in anything.
He's not a what?
He is not a believer in anything.
Oh, okay.
That's your statement.
You see,
Meaning he doesn't believe in anything.
he doesn't believe in anything.
Okay, okay.
You see, I think for me, the constitution is very important. Very, very important. But before we come to the constitution, let's look at who Doctor is. Doctor is a party leader.
CA, yes.
CA has an agenda. CA has a manifesto. If you read CA's manifesto and see who Doctor is, it's no surprise. An inclusive government is part of what CA wants. This government is not inclusive because you either have to lie for the president for you to be appointed. You have to be a griot. Qualifications don't matter. Drummers can be advisors because they just say things that the president wants to hear. And that is not what you have in the manifesto of CA. Go to their website. They want for Gambians to have what you call human security. Where is that? No indications. That was why Dr. said Barrow is clueless, because from the perspective of CA, Barrow doesn't even know what he was doing. And that is what you still have in their website. That is what you still have in their manifesto, which was given to Gambians. Someone who crafted that, who brought that, and we believe should believe that, should act that, should preach that, should do that, is somebody, is the same person has turned against his own for his own development, position, enjoyment. Now, if that individual says anything, I'm very okay because I know he's not a believer. You see, I love one thing about human beings. I love human beings that even if you are brutal, let me know that you are brutal. But not human beings who can be anyhow. So it's not a surprise. What CA stands for, Doctor went far and beyond against it. So that is one.
CA is still an existing political party.
That is an insult, in fact, to Doctor.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, okay, as far as the IEC is concerned, I have never seen any notice of the registration of CA.
There are many political
Allow me.
Yeah.
You see, I was listening all too well.
Can you listen? Okay.
So are you saying the CA is just a political party on
Like it's a
paper?
paper political party.
Huh?
To me.
Huh?
To me,
It's a paper
it's
political
a
party.
paper political party.
Okay.
That's it. Just make them paper.
Go ahead.
MPP.
Please,
I'm the biggest political party.
allow him to
I
go ahead.
usually listen. So if you allow me to flow, I'll be happy. But you have the right actually to
Come on,
interrupt.
come on. I'm just
Yeah.
interrupting.
Okay, it's fine. I think
Give
this
testimony.
is good because it's a confirmation that CA, as far as some
Abdullah is
MPP
concerned. No,
big
as far as
wigs
I am concerned,
or
it's a
founders
political
or
party.
co-founders, MPP is non-existent. And I think Doctor should put himself in his right position.
CA is not
CA is a paper political party. Abdul Willan's view.
No, it's an MPP view.
No, I'm Abdul Willan here.
Okay,
Okay,
it's fine.
okay.
Let's go. Let's move to my second point. In the apology of Dr. Ceesay, if you go through it and you look at it critically, a microscopic view of it would reveal that Doctor lies. And he lies a lot. Sometimes maybe unknowingly. You see, you cannot say it is not your character, because that's not true. That's your character. Your character manifestly in the Gambia, in our discourse, is today you could be that, tomorrow you could be that. And you don't even, what was his problem with this guy? the Jal, is it Abdurrahman or so?
Abdurrahim.
Yes. So we know he is that NPP. What he was giving NPP car, isn't it?
Yeah.
For whatever he denied. So you see, that is why sometimes, sorry to say the word, but it hurts me to see President Barrow get people like Dr. Cisse around him in the interest to him of Gambia. Because these are people that can lie, that can slaughter. You see, dictators are not only in how you kill people, but dictators are also in words. And Doctor is a dictator. Why? Because he says what is being dictated by his ego, not what is dictated by the common interest of people. He's a dictator. So Doctor has lied severally. So if you now come and apologize and still telling us, Gambians, we fools, that, oh, you don't know, this is my character. No, you are still lying to us and you think we don't know, we know. So one, Doctor has lied, and actually his apology is not genuine. It was out of damage control. It was, hey, you know what? You're going to cause us a problem. So they are in damage control. Damage.
That's your own point of view.
Yes, I'm not talking about your point of view now. Oh, you want to talk mine?
No.
No need
You
to
know,
emphasize.
when the show is silent, sometimes you need
No. But people also need to
People
understand.
listening to us are more intelligent than you and I here.
Yes,
I know.
yes.
So they know exactly what I'm talking about.
know
I cannot
that very
talk for
well.
anyone's opinion now.
Yeah.
I have only one mouth. God gave me one, and I can speak for mine only.
All right.
So what I'm trying to explain is this.
And one tongue.
Yes,
Yeah.
and one tongue.
Yeah.
So Alhamdulillah. And I wish all of you pray that I remain to have one tongue.
Yes.
It's very important. You see, the other thing is damage to NPP and Barrow's presidency. And he has yet again ridiculed, belittled, Gambians and our intelligence. And I hope Gambians will punish the NPP and Dr. Cisse for that someday. You see, he's given us a challenge, Dr. Manneh. He has given us a challenge. He said we cannot do anything about it.
To stop him, not to contest. Nobody can do anything about it.
Okay, good.
Legally.
Yes.
That's a statement.
Yes.
That's black and white.
But that's why I say it's a challenge now.
Yes, it's a challenge.
The challenge is now, Gambians, you against Dr. Cisse and Arabella. Let's see what happens. It's a challenge for UDP, for any other party. But you know what? We have to tell Doctor that
we can do something about it.
And that's my point. It's a myopic thinking to
This is
say
it.
nobody can
In
do
fact,
anything
he
about it.
has campaigned
We can
against Barrow
legally,
for us.
wait,
as
Bojan,
opposition.
we can legally do something about it, and that is recognizing that this is not an administration that serves the interests of the people, and we vote them out. That is doing something legally.
And it's legal.
Whoa.
So it's a
I like the way my
we
sister
cannot.
look at
Nobody
things.
can do anything.
You see, his understanding of legality seems so myopic that he thinks it's about going to courts.
No.
Democratically exercising that which the Constitution enables you to, sanctions you to do, is legal. So even in Doctor's perceived opinion, based on what you say,
Yes.
is very myopic of him. Because we can do something. And legally for that matter.
What
we can
is-
do
what
something
is that?
socially. We can do something morally. We can do something even economically. And if this is too heavy for you, we can break it down.
Go ahead and break it down. I heard all what you said. Go ahead and break it down. You say economically, politically, morally. Break it down.
No.
Thank you.
Break it down.
Thank you for acknowledging that. Somebody
one
is
thing I
suffering
know-
from
No.
comprehension
Are you going to
deficiency.
It's not enough.
I'm not going
Wait, so, yes,
Go ahead.
continue.
No, man, I understand from way. But I want you
You
to
understand, so no
break
need to break it down. It's okay. Go ahead.
I'm very happy you made that point
Voting
because
him
there's a
out.
difference between
Okay,
legality
okay.
and legitimacy.
Okay.
Remember, we are the incumbent
Okay.
and we are still on
Thank
power.
you.
Now we come to Barrow having the power also. You see, for me, this is my position.
I know.
You've raised very salient points here. The Gambia could have been fixed earlier.
Better.
Agree. Yeah, but you know what? You see, one thing I love about God is he understands and he sees and he accepts room for reform. Now, let's assume at the time, based on your narration, the UDP had so much power that they could have effected a lot of
So many
changes.
things. So many things.
Agree. Now, UDP is dispossessed of that power somehow. Allow me. We're talking about what could have been, how considering their power, their connection. That's what we're talking about. I'm not saying UDP cannot do anything now. If Barrow is now the one at helm of affairs, 100%,
Yes.
as Dr. himself said, that the other one was very chaotic and this and that and that. Don't you think it is of good to Barrow, to Gambians, to everyone, that he comes up with things like term limit easily, without even disturbing us with this draft, this, that. Still, what you're blaming, let's say UDP for, Barrow is capable of doing it.
Yes.
Why?
Can I come?
Why must we give exception to Barrow for that?
Can I come and just ask a question and allow you to flow?
Yes.
All right. A man who serves as the Gambian...
You said a question.
Yes, a vice president. After leaving office, he promised the government he served that I will make so this government, I will make them ungovernable here. And this man still has his party militants and his diehard supporters within the Barrow administration. Go ahead now.
What is the question?
What was the statement to make
Barrow's
Barrow's government ungovernable?
You said a question.
Yeah, I said there was a man who served in Barrow's
But that's not a
administration.
question. That's what you're saying.
So what is
All
the
right.
question?
Question.
Because there's a difference between a question and a
Okay,
statement.
Wait, the question here. No.
Let's give him. He may think otherwise.
No,
but
the question he is saying here is, he says, even after the UDP guys leave in Barrow's administration, Barrow has the chance to bring a term limit to the Gambians without going knocking all at these doors. I say, but the vice president who served under Barrow and later left says he will make so Barrow's administration will be ungovernable.
Did he do that?
You see,
And he's still
I
doing
need to
it.
rebut that. I need to
He's
rebut
still
that.
doing it.
Okay.
Because
I'll give you a chance to come.
2021, we listed people
Okay, there
who
are
we
people-
suspect.
Wilan.
And he says to the papers again, they are targeting UDP sympathizers who are within government.
Okay. And he will respond to you. He's from UDP. Now, I'm like, continue.
So I want to continue. I haven't had your question, so it's fine. I cannot answer.
Yes,
that.
it's
Don't
good.
go
But
ahead.
what we are trying to explain is this. Gambians, doctor has done some great job for us, and I think we should clap for him.
That's it.
He has made the opposition and things, I believe most Gambians who actually love this country know we are not with the right ship. And if we are in the right ship, we are stormed by a tempest, a heavy tempest for that matter. And we need to make
Sorry
sure
for
we
that.
get our ship back on track.
Okay.
And that is doctor's message, and I agree. Now, the aspect of Barrow running is fine. You see, I always tell people, anywhere in the world, law does not just come like that. Law emanates from some other sources. Tradition, convention, customs, morality, common sense.
Okay.
And legality.
Now, these are the things that are the building blocks of law as we see it today. Come on.
We all know.
You understand?
Yes.
If you want to downplay morality, it means you are also not a believer, because even religion promotes morality. Now, if you are promoting religion, but you don't want to be moral, you cannot have any religion without morality. So we have where we lean on apart from the Constitution. And doing things like, oh, the Constitution says this, I'm going to do it, that's not leadership. That's dealership. You know, President Barrow is not a leader, he's a dealer. Dealer is more or less a transaction that you think you can seal at your advantage. Leadership is sealing transactions that would be of benefit to the followers. That's why I say leaders.
Do you have any
So
proof?
he's a dealer.
Do you
I
have
am-
any proof where you can
Okay,
back
I'm
up
like-
that
I
President
can back
Barrow
up
is
that.
a dealer?
Yeah,
Tell me the proof.
yes, good.
Or you tell me a statement there.
Let me
Yes.
just, because of time, but I'll make it short.
Yeah, make it short.
We have seen a situation where Barrow has to deal with Parliament, get us some things out and get us some things in just for him to satisfy his political ego. You have people that could have
So
sat
now you
on-
are questioning Barrow's morality there. You don't question your representative in those days as Parliament.
You
when
don't-
they
you don't-
when
you
they
don't
when they
get what I'm
misrepresent
saying.
You
by
don't understand
receiving.
what he's saying. I
That's
think
what
don't
you want to say.
understand. Okay.
I know where you're heading to.
Ablai.
You are questioning Barrow's
okay, Barrow
morality
can
here.
go on, but
When
I-
your elected
Abdul,
members of
Abdullah.
Parliament did not have that moral to know we are here to represent people,
Okay,
not
thank
to
you.
receive brown envelopes.
Emily, ma conclude.
You don't see
Barrow
brown
can go on.
We don't
They receive brown
Yeah, Barrow
envelopes.
can go on. But please, Gambians, I ask of your help
Allahu Akbar.
to
Okay.
save this country.
Okay.
Let him run. But we would show him that
Thank you.
it is our cards and it is us who decide.
Okay.
No problem.
Thank
I
you
have
so
the
much.
majority.
MC Nyawal, I will come to you. MC, what is your reaction? Dr. Cissé statement.
non da ngaa njëkk si Amérique bi wala.
America bi waaw. tey MC dafa la bëgg a
non xam nga.
so US bi yow. yes
xam nga ba US ma nii ñu ne ko benn cas.
waaw yéen a ma kam
waaw xam nga dafa am lu ma ko doon analyser. xam nga dafa am lu ma seet si Trump. xam nga politics. lu African si particular African leaders yi de war di bàyyi xel bu baax. toppa nit attaque ko yaaxa deram loolu mu ngay génn si politique bu ko soo xoolee Trump terrain bu mu demee te maa ngi ko waxtaante si benn place ma ne ko nga compare ko to Sénégal di same thing la so moo tax de bu ñu bàyyi xel nit ki noo ko de toppee noo bëgg a yaaxa deram Trump soo xoolee atteindre nañ ko pour rey ko tëj ko lu nekk xam dal na ko lu nekk ba tey amaat na nguur so moo tax daf is good tam suñu Afrique yi suñu président yi doon di bàyyi xel loolu am na ko xam ne yaa ngi ko toog ne da kii naa make sure naa ko down na dem down naa def lu nekk ni yéen ne arrivé mu am comme Sénégal rek dama ko xool comme Ousmane Sonko so kon ñu ngi ko wax good luck foog naa ne am na ñu bëri ni ko ragal ne su ñëwaatee baax xëy na yu bëri na ñi ngi am jaaxle si moom ba dama gëm ne comme ni ko docteur Manneh wee Amérique ki démocratie la lay def da nga koo def bis on the law su ñëwee si mbiri Ismaïla Cissé xam nga Ismaïla nee na la ñu koy dugal si problème jamono bu nga xam ne nee na si boppam taxaw na defend Ismaïla ne Ismaïla demut si State House demut si Barrow wax si media bi si fu nekk la wax Ismaïla ñu koy dugal si position xam nga nee na léegi jàng na loolu léegi waaw nee na defend na ko
Because she trusted him.
waaw
She trusted him.
mooy di spokesperson of the party mooy leen ne def ak président bi sax kii yëgu ko kër amul foofu rek lañ gàmmee si war door bàyyi xel kii moo nit la boobu mënu maa nekk sa parti ma nekk ma amee sa cadre ngay def deal ak président bi daaw man yëgu ma ba kooku génne ne Ismaïla dem fekk Ismaïla mu ngi si biir foofu
xanaa su ma la ne si paper party la da nga war a nangu loolu.
lu ma wax mooy Ismaïla man jàngam fu ñaama koy Sonko because tey ku xam ne ni dafa jàng up to level bu Ismaïla am kii Ismaïla am ñu ne loolu la fanaa kooku war a daw si gannaaw yu nguur mooy daw sa gannaaw yow su nekkee ne am na fu ma dégg benn interview am si weekend bi mu ne moom rôle am mooy pour defend président bi loolu ne ko rôle am moom rôle am pour defend di government la mooy policy government bi ak seen programme si but politically mu MPP dafa amee parti ñu amee structure ñu amee spokesperson ñu amee propaganda secretary am ñëpp loolu mooy seen rôle am ay sympathisers am ay supporters comme noonu Mr Abdou loolu mooy seen rôle ñu defee di président wala soo nekkee di wax Abdou mu ne waaw protest bu nekk protest dafa war a genuine am benn protest boo xam ne ñu ngi ko organise boo xam ne genuine tey saaga yu mu wax ne xapoon na si ministre yi xapoon na si Ismaïla in America amoon na jamono amoon na fa ñu saaga Yaaya Jammeh ñoom mii tey ñoo doon célébrer loolu tey ñu si ëpp ñu si government ni Barrow ñu ngi téye si opposition la ngay am foofu this purpose of the government bokk nañu doon protest against Jammeh naka Ibrahima naka Sankare Sehu Mballo is the first Gambian ku organize protest against nguuri Barrow against Nguri no Nguri Barrow Sehu Mballo is the first Gambian ku oote ne Gambie si génn ñu protest against Barrow mënut a amee réew toog na 6 mois mënut a appoint vice président Sehu Mballo moo ko def in America mooy di special advisory président Barrow dem America mu oo ne Gambie si nañ génn because kii 6 mois mënut a appoint vice président tey mooy advice président bi
is that wrong?
so Ibrahima Sankare ñoom ñëpp bokkoon nañu xam ne tey bu Yaaya Jammeh dem America ñu doon génn.
Yaaya Jammeh ku protest against him anywhere he goes in the world was a genuine protest.
So léegi
Barrow is a bad protest.
Because Barrow is not using the police or the soldiers to kill, slaughter, and torture Gambians.
Léegi.
I thought you were with APRC before.
No.
Even with all that, I go against them. For me,
Buba,
I'm very flexible. If you are wrong, I put you wrong. Man, do I support because of ne? He's just supporting. When you are wrong, I put to you is wrong.
No. Abdou xam nga fi lu fi nekk.
Yes.
Ku nekk sa toon. danga ko dee bàyyi.
waaw sorry yow mun naa cheat sa time yow suma waay nga su ma nee ma cheat sa time. nee na rek laay mun a spare.
waaw léegi understand nga mu ne ku protest against Yaaya Jammeh dafa genuine.
yes
because Yaaya dafa rey dafa torture.
yes
and the same thing happened to Nguri Barrow.
where.
fii téye nañ fi journalist for almost 1 week gisu janta jël ko sànni ko si poto
waaye gis nañ fi politicien yu dóor journaliste
ana kese Arona Jatta bi ñaan nañ la fiy téye ak sànni si ay seel
ma ne sumandoo bi dañ ko dóor si plateforme benn paper police
soo kon tey xam nga réew
Sabando
boy jaru ñu wax buuba fi si bureau bi
ban bureau
ñaata xale ñoo dee fi si nguur bi si ay garab yoo jox leen garab yu bon la loolu c'est genuine cause bu ñu war ko protest
yes
nguuri Jammeh
I think I'm even commenting on that
ni jaa ngi
they have all right to take the state to the court
just trying to justify
dama la justify di reason waaye ñu war a protest against nguuri Barrow but it's genuine protest ga mu nañ ko def
waa léegi mention let me start counting mention let me
jigéen yaa
start
ngi dem si lopitaan yi di am doom di dee
waaw
loolu mu ngi am
mu la countal Bora so
am na student am na xale am na benn xale student bu gaañu woon fii ba xale di protest noonu
waaw
ba léegi amagul justice
ak ban
MC
Arona Jatta
MC mën naa just wax something because foog naa kii li moo wax that bu Yaya Jammeh was strong and he was protesting against Yaya Jammeh it's because Yaya is not in power so he's changed tone code completely. The day Barrow goes out of power, he'll say the same thing about Barrow.
No. Let me help you, Mr. Manneh, let me help you.
You
agree with me, Hara. Pandering by the list. I was arrested here in this country. I was put to jail in this country. I was kept for more than 40 nights at NIA just for giving an information to Panderi on Jammeh's administration.
No.
Good. You are a living witness.
Somebody like you.
That's my economic crime case. Hara. Wait. My detention for 41 days by the NIA has nothing to do with my conviction.
No. But your conviction was economic crime.
Yes.
So
I was detained here for 41 nights.
Economic crimes.
Just for 41 nights.
For economic crimes.
No, not economic crime.
You are convicted for economic crime.
My conviction and my detention at NIA has two different
Now, even if you say you were detained for 41 nights because you gave information to Panderi Mai.
Wait, no, don't come to my mouth.
No, you said it already.
Don't
That's
come
what you
inside
said.
my brain.
I did not know you said it.
Yes.
I have not concluded my...
No, but I'm just repeating exactly what you said.
What happened there is, sister, very funny.
Sorry, I interrupted you.
I'm repeating what you said.
Sorry, I interrupted.
I'm just repeating what you
Oh,
said.
all right, that's what exactly happened.
Exactly,
And
I
the
just
information
repeated it.
I give was a tangible, accurate information.
Okay, can you let MC
The only
continue?
problem they have with
But
me-
were you mandated to give that information? Were you in a position to divulge that
Of
information?
course.
Okay.
Of course.
Nene is okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Of course.
Let
si protest
Wow.
kon nag dafa bokk si démocratie peut être kenn ku nekk da nga ko war a welcome gis nga ngay wax ne waa Barrow am na raay bu dem taam man dama ne loolu si man du ma ko dee complete because ñu xam ne am na raay
So,
bon lu ma wax mooy dafa am lu Barrow campagne man time boobu man 5 years la campagne ñoom ñu campagne 3 years
Barrow ak kan.
Barrow noonu nee na yi bokk na si
So, it's over.
3 years la gaay waxoon
Yes.
bu dee bu jotee ñoom ñu
Léegi ngeen bëgg koo jox Barrow rek.
ñoom ñu génnaa ne
Yeah, parce que ñu
ñoom
want
ñu
si
génnaa ne fi
coalition.
leen em ñoom ñu si gën a de moo la gaay moo dama am pour na gaay doy suñu waxee ne si jiibi bi ak ñi si sannaay dama yëpp benn leen bu ko yéen mosu leen a génna wax ne yéen withdraw ngeen si coalition bi 3 years bi da ngeen ànd ba 5 years si Barrow bi
Kan moo génna?
bu am yëpp
Kan moo génna?
UDP génn na
Kañ?
si en fait balaa activités bi jeexee la UDP oote press conference ne ñoom dee ñoom fii la gaay Emma Barrow kon léegi lu passé lu xew yëpp si kanam yëpp UDP bokkul si la gaay
MC waa loo am.
understand nga su nekkee ne Barrow dafa wax Gambie si dafa campagne ne 3 years mu ne moom benn président yi Gambie du fi toog moo doon 10 years loolu la Barrow campagne mu dem Sénégal
Da ngaa wax ne loolu la coalition bi
mu dem Sénégal
campagne.
mu dem Sénégal mu ne dama doylu ku suur la businessman la dama 3 years ma dellu suma business organise elections mu romb fa lu dem 5 years dafa am xam ne ñu ngi laa wóor gis nga Yaya Jammeh nii lañ ko doon def
Yow demoon nga State House de. Te
dañ ko doon
plan
jëy.
enveloppe bi laaloon na la.
dañ ko doon jëy di ko jëy di ko ne yow la bu bëgg ko def buur tey ministre yi ko doon jëy di ko ne man may bàyyi fàlle Yaya Jammeh ñu ñooy nekka ñooy dooleem ñooy everything lu Yaya wax rek nangu neen tey bu yóbbu gaay trials Yaya Jammeh sax xamul nañu ni nga dem ko xamul sax gaay dem nañ court tey fu gaa dugal Yaya Jammeh right now moom kenn moo di ka tey ñu ñëpp doon nañ bàyyi ko ñoom ñoo dema ànd ak président Barrow so xam nga Barrow dafa dem
Like who?
fu mu jàng nangul Barrow si beneen mbir
Like
mooy Barrow fu mu jàng nangul Barrow
ñoom Sonko di former minister where is he?
non mu ne comme ñi nga dem léegi ñu ànda baro na ñu mentionné ñu ñan la ci ministre ya Jammeh
ana Tangara fan la nekkoon
is Tangara not a Gambian if he has the qualifications what is there to stop him this Tangara any bad record xam nga when they isi do Jammeh come and administer that doesn't mean anybody who serves under Jammeh is not fit to serve under baro that's a wrong statement moom loolu la moo isi ni ñu ne ko na Jammeh ne ka baro what do you mean by that
man musuma wax ne ku liggéey si yaaya wala liggéey si beneen
lii loolu ngeen lay wax
dama ne sa loxo setee mun ngaa liggéey si nguur bu nekk
Exactly.
fii ñëpp la seen loxo yi tilim
set dañu wax
that's why we use both left and right
so sa léegi su ma waxee mooy
you cannot use your dirty hand to do some things that's why we have two hands su la nee nga dog benn loxo bi kon su fekkee da nga ne loxo bu set rek amal benn loxo I'm listening MC am nga lu moo wax nii bul dee if isu Jammeh or these are Gambians they have qualifications anybody can appoint them to work for the country.
Wilan, please mic off. There are a lot of people that are watching this program.
I know.
Are you auditioning for a position in Jammeh's government, in Barrow's government?
Me? No.
No, okay. MC, continue on.
so sa léegi fu ma waxee mooy docteur Cissé témission bi mu ngi ko wax ay bàyyi jaamun ay nangam yooyu yëpp xam nga doole power dafa am lu gaa dañ koo jéy bu ko toog naa som MPP members ñu laa wax ne docteur Cissé léegi mooy di best minister bëgg lu ñàkko lu leen am léegi fu mu nekk nii mooy dem si rajo yi mooy dem si télé yi mooy difen boo difen boobu soo waxee xam nga lu ma gën a sa doomi Adama kan moo wax ay lu du sanga moo wax ko waxa moom jarul du redo sa doom docteur Cissé foo la tolloo Gambien si politically mu daan lay baroo dara because fu mu dëkk muy woot élection mu tamit la baro si fu mu wootam bu ñëwee si constitution si élection mu tamit constitution docteur Cissé regional électoral di chairmanship bu mu àndee Ismaila Cissé ngay campagne di entire West Coast moo nekkoon nomination di moo ana téye loxoom bi ngay dem bu ñëwee ñaata ñu xoolal margin bi so politically mu ta jox baro dara peut tey kii am na lu mu wax dafa garaaw moom soo docteur Cissé fa seen programme war naa xoolal boppam bu ko da nga form a political party
ma ne CA is a paper party
CA dafa ne ñoom day am partnership ak président Barrow MPP mais seen partnership mooy pour ñu dimbali leen ñu win local government election si so after partnership yokkee lañ jël ñu nga dem si government bi wala dem si government bi yow right now sa party by law even IEC da war di register CA because party bi amul structures nationwide amul regional office si law bi la nekk lu ko si nekk election ab bi la nekk so su ñëwee si naka Barrow 3 naka 5 years am man dama ne Gambien si fu ñu jaar la yaay Jammeh mun nañu faa jaar Barrow mooy ñu organiser suñu boppa ñu organiser suñu boppa ñu wax Gambien si am voters card ñu dem vote Barrow out keneen ko xam ne mu ngi Barrow mu gën a neex a win si élection because already xam nga lan la mun ak lu munut xam nga lu kan mën a xaree win nga si ku es ko xam ne ngeen ko jox chance rek xëy na kii mooy tene Barrow comme li xew diggante Barrow ak Jammeh ne Barrow ku es la xëy na dañ ko jox caa mu dem.
interjection
Barrow politically Barrow moo gën a neex a win élection because Gambien si xam ne Barrow mu tey bu réew.
ok
so lu ma wax mooy Ismaila na xoolal boppam mu xam ne. tey ñu fa toog
si
am na ko fa toogoon tey génn na fa. tey moom su génnee tey dafa soxla Gambien si lu mu ut as a politicien si Gambien si la nekk. peut-être diaspora bi Barrow moo taxaw 2017 mu ne maa ngi gërëm diaspora bi seen effort. seen taxawaay daal effort boobu mooy nekkoon Yaya Jammeh ñëw ñuy protester ak si Yaya Jammeh di ko seen xaalis si campagne bi Barrow moo taxaw fii naka Kerr Hotel Beach Hotel di gërëm diaspora bi ne si ewo suba tey dafa am déglu audio yi déglu Facebook xool lan moo xew tey soo ko bëggoon ñëw bëggoon doon ak ñooñu tey nga xool kër bu Gambie kër bu amul ku dëkkul Europe kër boobu mu ngi struggle si nekkan mu ngi raam mu ngi soona bu ko tey dañuy def di ko dugal si réew mi fii du dal Gambien si kon ñooñu tey dana war a soo ay xale moom xale la ay xale ndaw yi nekk fii yow xale nga yow nga ne moom mu ne Barrow dafa kulee sax mu dara tey nga ñëw ba kii dem nga ne musu la wax loolu kon Ismaila waxam kay waru koo tiim yow yaa wax loolu ba Barrow mer for the first time président bi taxaw di mer yow nga dem si interview ak Fama Daxaw ma naka ko nga ne ma waxuma loolu musuma wax loolu isma mo da Gambie
waaw aruma laaj la benn correction rek sorry
non
mais ma laaj la correction mo man alaa naa ne mu laaj ma
yéen journaliste da nga war a am doo def ay va yéen seen liggéey dafa war a xew léegi
gars su ñëwee
seen wax yi ngeen koy jooy ñu déglu loolu mooy tax xale yi léegi seen doom yi ñu xam ne seen doom yi suñu sëñ ne papa lu gis nii dafa ñaaw bàyyi sa xel sa kàddu yi loolu dafa Sénégal moo fa xew léegi da nga wax léegi la ñu dafa la ba léegi sa doom oola ne bàyyi mutu su mo ram Gambia
Why may ma laaj la question ngir yàlla boy. No, I just want to ask MC.
No.
man laaj ma ki ma
Why me and why ma laaj la question ngir yàlla
We have another
It's my
topic.
friend.
We have another topic to discuss.
Sénégal
I'll get back to
while
you.
you're
All right.
I'll get back to you.
Right? Ngay dee wax yooyu noonu. Nga wax lu lee fekk technicien si li jël affaire bi rek seen ko gaay ñu tajal la ko ñu poos
No, dem na moom bu yàlla moom.
So Abe Diam Kang about that Dabo said you render this country ungovernable. You wanted to explain that.
That's
yes.
it.
Yes.
Because I think he doesn't understand the difference between making the government ungovernable. He said, but Dabo said he's going to make the Barrow administration ungovernable. You don't want to make the administration
anyway, you
ungovernable.
No, just listen now to the
I'm
answer.
listening.
I'm listening and I'm learning as well.
I think that's what he meant, but he didn't understand the difference. Why this thing is, Barrow was from the very beginning. Moom moo fi taxawoon ci kanami réew mi yëpp mu ne from 2017 he was scheming with Sidi Ndiaye ak Fabakary Tombong Jatta pour génne UDP. From the very first year. Yeah. So from that very first year, you see that UDP was loyal to him, while he was already scheming against UDP. 1. 2, all the time that UDP was in that government, they were loyal. They did all that they could to make sure that the government functioned. Barrow is the one who put 2 spanners into their works every single time. I'll just give you one example, which is all Gambians know, the transport policy. Amadou Sane came with a very good policy, and we have to deal with this. We cannot keep spending so much money on transport, etc., etc. Let's do it. He prepared it, he went to Parliament, it was approved and everything for implementation. Barrow stopped it, said it's going to happen. The central bank was killing us with the interest rates on T-bills and government bonds.
Treasury bills.
Amadou brought it down from 21% to 9% to make it acceptable and sustainable for the Gambians. Where is it today? It's gone back to the same place. Government is there to run a country for the benefit of the citizens. If you deviate from that, it's not only our right, but our responsibility, according to the Constitution. It's your duty to make sure that you call that government to account and hold them to account and make the country governable.
Okay, all right.
So what Dabo and UDP said at the time was, if you continue messing up our country, we'll stand up to you, and we will fight for the Gambians. And that is their constitutional duty, not just their right, but their duty. So if that's what he's referring to in his modeled up way, it's very good. And that we should clap for Dabo and the rest, because they were fighting for the Gambians and for the Gambian
That's your defensive
economy.
point of view.
So that is absolutely to
So
our
saying
benefit.
mita Spain deal toya maile that Gambian in Spain lebo deal le side.
Yes.
Dami along ko ibe molta la jami ke samba Spain. But recently nga ku jamal leje na staff dol tata Eco Bank na ra ko nye konte mol batun nola. That rangoning Eco Bank mol buka siaje, but nga ako rangoning kabo kono fo banda. That people mol be passport ticket fen call le sankang. So it's about the Spain deal. So mune mi la reaction o de Cabriya moy Gambian in Spain na nyin deal. Is it a good one?
You see, that deal, Spain was offering to the Gambia. If you use it properly, under the circumstances, and in the way that Spain wanted to have it, it could be useful to us as a stopgap measure. Because we want to stop, or at least stem the tide of the illegal migration. So, nadino bitakam bakwele bebe fala bakono, bebe fala fanka solukon, bebe fala Kenya futalukon. Let's only stop that, okay? And we should stop that in the Gambia. For the bebe fala kenseng. Ni Spain a chance dinner. For a short time, because it's called cyclical migration. Okay, they target for a short time, and the agreement that Spain was proposing, they will train them in agricultural trades, because this is essentially agricultural. They'll train them in that, so that ni target ni mutana, they can invest here. They can go into those areas. Sorry,
I think it's 1 year.
No, 9 months, and then the 3 months will be to come back.
Depending on the harvest season, it's anywhere from 6 to about 8 months. Okay, so you can go there during that time. You come back with the understanding that you're going back next year. So that will stop me and back way for them. Okay,
Then it's
a
good.
win-win for the Gambia and for Spain, but as a stopgap measure, because we cannot send our kids, the best of our youth, out there every single time. Who develops the Gambia then? Who develops the Gambia? If we can use this for a short term to stop our youth going the back way and dying in the desert or in the Mediterranean Sea or the Atlantic for that matter, we use that as a stopgap measure to help them go back, go there, get some funding for their projects and for some money for their families, because there's no job available here, and then they come back with skills. If the government supports that, and you set up a small bank or a fund or whatever, which is going to support those youths who come back to be able to invest in the areas in which they have acquired skills, to be able to develop new jobs here and new opportunities for other youth here, that could be positive. So Spain's objective in that, I think we can say is laudable. As long as we do the same thing and we make sure that we use it properly, and we shouldn't use it as a way of getting rid of our youth because they are cumbersome, because they protest genuinely or not genuinely. We don't want that. We don't want that. We don't want our youth being sent out consistently and constantly. See, what we need is to develop potential for our youth in this country, to develop capacities and empower them to grow in this country. Nobody's going to develop this country for us. And our youth are the future. It's commonplace saying that, but that's the reality. So we have to make sure that our youth can develop here and have the capacity to do what we need for this country. So to all intents and purposes, going there is good, but if we keep it short term, if we keep it as a way of developing also capacity for our youth to come back here. What is happening now is that instead of going along those lines, the whole system is being hijacked and politicized. Today I was listening to a video coming here. Somebody from the Ministry of Employment, Regional Integration Employment, Trade and all that long name, was saying that what they want is that they're going to create these positions for people to go out there and work and come back, etc. And he did not say to us, what are they doing to accompany those youths whilst they are there and when they come back? And he said, oh, actually the Spain thing has not even started yet. It's only Saudi Arabia. Then why are they selling positions for people going to Spain?
Exactly. Why are they selling
positions?
Selling
and
what?
The government put out a circular or whatever it's called, which shows a list of companies which have been authorized to recruit. And there's a gentleman there they call Obama something, who's empowered to recruit for Spain. Why are you doing that if you have not even started that? So, and one of the things they are saying, there is one Jambe or something like that.
Lamin Manneh.
Yes, who put out something to say, if you want to go on this, you have to join MPP and you have to get membership. Okay? All of those things are out there. And now we have received documents showing us that they are selling these positions or potential positions for $50,000. And that guy, the gentleman from the government, from the Ministry of Regional Integration, Trade, he said that they had that is up to 250,000 in some cases, and that it should stop. And the minister himself had to come out and say, no, nobody should sell this position, they are free. So that is an acknowledgement that they know that people are selling these positions. So you sell a position for 50,000. If you get 20 people, you have $1 million. So you think they're going to stop like that?
They're not.
Are they going to refund the people from whom they took money? Spain has not even ratified this yet. Let's not spoil it for the people who could potentially benefit from it. Because if Spain hears about this happening, they might just scrap the whole thing. It's been ratified by the Gambian government, by the Gambian parliament rather. But Spain has not yet ratified it. It's still in the works. So what is happening now is akin to human trafficking. And that is what we need to stop. If we don't stop it, the whole purpose behind this could be defeated. And Spain could just scrap it. Why is it that we cannot do anything properly without just messing it up all the time?
Yeah, politics.
Because this government just can't seem to get anything right. Anytime they do something, even with a good intention, they end up spoiling it. The case in point is when they were clearing the roads, as they said. You want to clear the roads to make traffic more fluid. What do? You end up beating up Gambians, jailing some, breaking their stalls, getting women. Come on.
Rendering them destitute.
And humiliating them.
And
humiliating them. And you had that arrogant Manneh with his horde of sledgehammer wielding groups who are there breaking things with glee and humiliating people. So this is the kind of thing we're talking about. Even when something can be potentially good, they have the knack of spoiling it and making it bad. I am against the one to Saudi Arabia.
Why?
Because that is just sending our kids to be domestic workers and home slaves. We cannot do that. I heard again somebody on Peter Gomez's radio, I think it was a tail end of his project, he was saying that they were going for about $200. And I tried to get that back again, to get a recording of that. So I hope that gentleman made a mistake, that they're not sending our kids out there to Saudi Arabia for $200.
$200 per what?
Per month.
$200.
So I hope he made a mistake when he said that. Because if you send them for $200 to Saudi Arabia to work, that's an insult.
It is.
And we do not need to send our kids out there to do those things. Because one thing we must remember, this government doesn't have a track record of helping Gambians abroad. If things go wrong there, they will abandon them. And they will be on their own. They tell you, oh, the embassy will receive them, they will do this. What? We saw the kids on the back way who went to Libya, to Tunisia, to Spain, to Algeria, etc., and even Niger next door here. When they got stuck, the government did not lift a finger. We saw our kids being brutalized, hacked in Tunisia. The government didn't lift a finger to defend them. We saw every other country go and get their people out. The Lebanon war, every country is moving their people. Gambians are still there and they're just promising nothing has happened. This government doesn't have a track record of helping Gambians abroad who are in difficulty. We saw it with Aisha Fati here in Senegal. They just dropped her. Nobody bothered. When in Senegal, that Aisha, I think Camara, whatever, who spoke to Maki and his wife in Casablanca, Morocco. Yes, Aisha Camara. She was locked up and they were going to try her. The Minister of African Integration and Foreign Affairs, and I like that name, African Integration and Foreign Affairs. And she called her ambassador in Spain, in Morocco, said, go defend her. Get her legal assistance if you need to. They fought for her. She was released the same day. Because the embassies have a duty of protection and care for Gambians abroad. So it is incumbent upon every embassy when Gambians get into trouble abroad to help them. You can recover the cost eventually if you need to. But get them legal assistance, get them whatever assistance you need. That's why they are called consular offices. They should help them to get out of this.
That's supposed to be their core mandate.
Exactly. But they don't.
Welfare of your citizens.
Right. So if they won't help Aisha Fati in Senegal here, you think they're going to go help those kids in Saudi Arabia if they get into trouble? Come on.
Almost 2 years now.
Yeah, sure.
There you go.
Sure. So, Nene, what is your reaction? Say, Spain.
Okay. Pour man, bu nekkoon ne nit ñoo xam ne la, xam nañ, xamee nañ, am nañ yërmande, empathy askan bi, parce que seen lépp lu ñuy def askan bi leen tax a jóg, right? Dina am yaakaar ne xëy na li ñuy def nii dina indil askan bi njëriñ. First and foremost, ma just piggy bank li Mr. Manneh wax.
Yes.
Okay, fee ratify nañ ko, right? But then Spain, they haven't gotten to that level. Yes, the discussions were there and things like that, right? Until today, us the citizens, potentially suñ rakka yee, suñ uncle yee, ñi nga xam ne, suñ sisters, potentially ñooy dem ci yoon googu noonu. Ndax ñun xam nañ lan mooy nangu too bi diggante Spain ak Gambia.
Yeah, that one kenn xamagu loolu.
Loolu kenn xamagu ko.
Yes.
All we know is ku ci nekk muy permanent secretary, muy minister, everybody ñu ngi ñëw di joxe piecemeal information. So li ci des ñun ñoo am pour use suñ xel ñu jokkalante ko. Liñ dee wax ne in the absence of information, rumor mill trends. Okay? Ku ci nekk sa xalaat ak sa fok nga nekk di ci dugal di wax. Loolu noonu defaru dëkka te loolu indiwut jëm kanam ci suñ ndaw yi. Now, Gambia, ñun ñëpp change mu ngay yokku. The population, youth population.
Yes.
Right? Mu ngay yokku. And liñ ci xam tamit mooy ne ndaw yi, you remember when they had the interview with Basiru J?
Yes.
And exactly.
They give a percentage.
Exactly, that percentage of the amount, not the percentage of youths in the Gambia. Already we know, okay, 65 to 68, right? Percent of the population are under the youth bracket. Now, that alarming percentage of that youth bracket are either uneducated, unemployed, unskilled. Now, ñoo xam ne amuñ benn skill, amuñ benn education, okay? Nga jël leen nga yóbbu leen beneen dëkka pour ñu def lan. Okay? Okay. Dañ leen di yóbbu pour train leen. Dañ leen yóbbu parce que fii amuñ the capacity or amuñ the know-how, the resources to instill that in them. So am nañ nangu to a beneen dëkk bu mel ni Spain ne dañ leen di yóbbu foofu noonu. Saudi Arabia pour man is a non-starter. I won't even get into that conversation. Bobu moy sonna na ci yeen ma enu len dem dump len pour ngeen torox ngeen halako. Man pobu non la ko gisee fofu duma fa ega. Why Spain one bi okay ngeen yóbbu len fofu noonu. Assuming ne okay they're uneducated, they're unskilled, nga yóbbu len for them to be trained and do a job. Now, within the short time, an uneducated and like an unskilled person, are you able to train that person within that short time to instill proper skills in that person to be able to work there and earn money that he or she will come back and be able to be self-reliant? The time frame, right? I want somebody to enlighten me on that. You understand? Of course not you. Oh, please spare me that. Not you. Please.
Have you read the contract?
I am inside it.
Okay.
I am inside it. I
clarity.
received the Prime Minister of Spain here in my presence. What was demonstrated at the port is
Now, can you
happened in
listen?
my
I'll get
presence
back
and
to you
many
very
other
soon.
things.
I'll come to you very soon.
So that's why when they are talking,
Go
I
ahead.
am shocked emotionally.
Now,
Your turn will
you
come.
will clarify. No problem.
Go ahead.
Allah.
So pour man that clarity ñun dañ deserve askan bi pour xam ko pour xam lan moo nekk foofu noonu understand nga because mënuma understand man nga jël ma nga yóbbu ma Spain right okay in agriculture I think it's the key thing here that they're going to be trained on.
You think?
Léegi suñ ñëwee back Gambia after suñ jeexalee understand nga lan mooy the agreement pour continuity, how many times are they gonna go and come right loolu noonu tamit it's not clear. Okay, suñ demee let's say na sax okay let me just be generous here dem nga ñëw 5 times ñu ne okay yow doo mën a demati keneen mooy dem so yow mi mënta dem yaa ngi Gambia here okay skills yi nga am from foofu noonu is Gambia ready to consume you pour nga mun koo utilize here pour mun a toppatoo sa boppa nga mun cee dunda nga mun cee tekki nga mun cee tarangalo nga amee sa boppa loolu tamit it's not even gray, it's a black area. You understand? So it's not just pour man for the optics am nañ nangu to ak Spain suñ ndawee dañoo dem foofu noonu ñu train leen and all that thing. Hey, we should look beyond that. Yes. And then again, we are very notorious of signing contracts that serve zero interest to the Gambia and its people.
Absolutely.
For this one, it has to do with people's lives and livelihood. It has to do with individuals. Are we prepared to ensure, okay, their fundamental human rights will be protected? What structures are in place to ensure you accompany them when they're there? You ensure the conditions, the hours, the accommodation, the living. Who is there to do the checks and balances for that to happen? So there is a lot of questions, you understand? We need to dot the I's, cross the T's, you understand?
A lot of things.
You know what?
We know what you mean.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Those things need to be done. Now, the sad part ñaka hobby, bu nekk ci ndaw yi ñaka liggéey bu nekk ci ndaw yi buga tekki buga doon dara nga gis the influx of these people ku nekk nga dem fay pour ut passport okay nga dugal now these revelations of it's supposed to be free but then this thing is coming in ñu ngey jaay this 50,000 250,000 whatever it is from the authorities themselves they had it's going all the way to 250,000.
Yeah.
What are they doing? Who is in charge? Who is in control? Is that person credible enough to ensure ne linko santa promoda dina ko def? You understand? Judiciously, do you bore corruption? Do you bore nepotism? Do you bore nakali ko hate sa? Badi ya fasa. Understand? Ga jox ko mbokami rakami ñiko jegeñ be pare ñeneen ñiko wara mu am. Man dama feel ne we are not ready. We're not ready as an administration to get into such a deal because mënuñ ko def in-house foguma ne dinañ ko def outside mu correct coono rek la ñëw indi dañoo commencé loo xam ne du continue because sustainability mooy suñ problem we are not honest we are corrupt we are incompetent and parewuñ so man yërëm naa ndaw yi nga xam ne ñooy dugga ci loolu noonu
thank you so much Wilane, yes.
Well, alhamdulillah, for me, for the Spain package, I am fully in support. Xam nga nit da nga war a njëkk a bugga sa bopp bugga sa réew. Bul criticize efforts just for political gains. All right. Dama la isil benn case story. Ñun gis nañ fi political party boo xam ne during Jammeh's time they don't just need membership card ba pare put la to the back way Johnny.
A political party.
Of course, UDP. That's why Ahmad was in prisons.
Which Ahmad?
The Ahmad he mentions here.
Ahmad Sane.
Yes.
He was sending people to
Of course.
back way.
Yes. Don't do allegation. If Ahmad when he comes to the platform, then kote including Amugi Jot document Malang Sambu and Sambu Fati. Malang is working at the National Environment
You mean
Agency
back
right
way
now.
or flight?
On the back way. Lolo ta mujitu pai fofu. Lady, if he comes here,
continue.
now is that a justification that this current administration
wait, just come. I don't take your time.
Okay,
I don't take your time. What we doing here? It's only agriculture. I say no. We say skills.
You say
From
so,
carpentry to builders to mechanics to agricultural
is
workers.
agriculture not part of it?
You only mention agriculture.
Well, because it's one of the components. So I'm saying music agriculture.
Sunday,
No, why? No, in
Wale
fact,
liggéey
your
ham.
government law la ñu wax
You know, you see, the problem is
what-
you
all
don't
your
have
measures
you
are
don't have
government-
any
and
credibility.
then Haral, wait,
You don't have any
wait.
credibility, so
Dafa am
that's
yenn
what
yoo
you're
xam ne
talking about.
da ngaa war a rusa toog di ko wax because of politics.
Wila.
Let me just come. Spanish Prime Minister bi mu fi ñëwee. Li xew.
Balaa ngay dem foofu dama la bëgg a
Yéen a fanaan benn
I want
laaj.
to ask something.
Yes.
Bi mu fi yéen a fanaan benn
all
néeg.
what you've listed here.
Yes.
Foo ko jëlee kan maa ko.
What is on the document?
Which
Ñun
document?
of recent, they
You have
advised
read
the
the
ministry.
contract?
Of course.
The contract.
Yes.
No.
Obama, big guy commencé di laajte 50,000. Man maa génn.
Yaa ngi contract bi. Then why don't you divulge the
Wait,
contract?
listen. Let me just come in. Contract B is not with me, but I have the
We can
Why don't
give
you
you
guys make it
we can
public?
give you
I am not going to
Why don't you
say.
guys make it public?
No, I'm speaking. Da nga war a déglu because da ngeen fi wax loo xam ne Gambian boo xam ne is genuine.
Go
Ko
ahead.
mun a digest. Da ngeen a politics. Lii is a development for the
But
country.
you yourself, you're not. You're far from being
No,
genuine.
just
No, you
listen.
don't have any
Just
integrity
listen.
left in you.
Lañ déglu wante man I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
So I don't know why
Bi-
anybody should take your
moom
word.
commencé na civilise mu ne baax na pour ñu make cuts of the citizens we losing in our waters just to reach to the Canary Island. Huh? In the first place, ñan ñoo propose Gambia government or the Spanish government? Do you know who
No, ñu
brought
ngi laa
the
déglu léegi.
proposal?
Just go ahead. Ñu ngi laa déglu.
Are you
The
Just go ahead.
proposal
Are you asking me?
to curb
Are you asking?
illegal migrants. Spain ñëw with a package. It's not only about taking Gambians. Lu njëkk a def mooy marine bi dañ ko jox a boat. Purposely to intercept boats that they suspect are using the back way journey. The presentation was done at the seaport, covered by the media. Léegi boobu yëpp bàyyi nañ ko gannaaw. Ñu ñëwaat to this.
nga ne lan what was it?
A boat was present that very day the Prime Minister comes here.
That has nothing to do with this
Wait,
deal.
no, it has.
We
It's
covered
part
that.
of it.
No, it's not.
It's part of it.
We covered that. It's not
Buba
part of
is
it.
part of it. It's in the package.
My
Just
friend,
wait.
continue.
Léegi
Yeah,
bu ñu
let him
jógee foofu,
continue.
ñu ne-
covered that.
ñu ne am
There
nañ
is a
recruitment,
understanding
recruitment, Haral. When it comes to
deficiency.
recruitment.
No,
Xam nga
moom
dañ war a
covered
wax
nañ ko. It's not part of this deal.
ne- Waa baax na.
Yeah, loolu
Even
ñu
though it's
covered
not part of this deal.
Yeah.
Haral, when we
not
come,
part of it.
Haral, dafa am leena.
Talibu.
No, wait.
Yes, simple.
Haral rek.
No,
li ma la wax ni dama ko
boobu
xam.
noonu I know
Dama si xam
loolu
lu
gars
set
dañ ko dee def always. They give
Seetal,
Gambia
even buñ
government.
commencé recruitment. Me, I'm a trade unionist. Buñ commencé recruitment. I knock to the door of the Minister of Trade. Ma ne leen be careful. Because you cannot take Gambians to Spain, because Spain or all over Europe, soo fa nekkee di liggéey, foog nga bokk to some unions. More so
That's
skill
not
job.
true.
No, wait.
That's not true.
No, I'm not. Waxuma la
da
ne
nga
is
fa musa
permanent.
nekk da nga fa musa
Waxuma la
nekk.
ne is permanent. But for your backup, ñun dañ wan gaay ne it should be in a tripartite formula. yaa ngi yóbbu ay citizens ñu ngay dem liggéey am na part boo xam ne government mun na leen koo defal am na part boo xam ne seen employé mun na leen koo defal am na part boo xam ne organisation su ñoo bokk moo leen ko mun a defal kon to be on the safe side try and make sure ñi nga xam ne ñu ngi leen a yóbbu skills on skills job ñu xool how to link them with those unions that are working in the same fields. And I think
you are looking for money.
No, we unions don't go for money. We unions don't go for money.
Yeah, I know you have
We unions don't go for money.
That was for money. The same thing you did with that anti-corruption thing.
Wait. No, the anti-corruption, I'm not going to say what. Mom, I will tell him something he did not even know about.
No, it's okay, continue.
Because if you sit here praising the former finance minister and the later minister of trade,
no, talk about
he has policies. I will come to that when
talk about the deal.
Deal.
Yes.
It's very clear. Bi mu ñëwee es na foo gis deal bu am ñu ne package am na da ngaa gis bandi yi ci Obama boo mention ni man maay di first person bi ma recevé ndombaam leen ma jox ma call ko ma def suma boppa as I am interested in the package. Gis nga bi ma ne 50,000 la.
So it's confirmed that Obama was requesting 50,000.
Yes.
Which Obama?
Hey. Obama of Lamin, the hairy man, the hairy man. No man, mala wali, and I. This that very day, Obama, if you want to sit here,
was appointed something.
I don't know about his appointment.
It's illegal and it's corruption.
When we heard about it, we intercepted immediately.
So lan lañ ko def ana Obama bi.
Minister génne publication.
Moom lañ jox jonañ ko license pour mu recruit.
Minister génne waaye xam nga deal bi mu commencé la wax fekk sa li agagut on open up. Nit bu ma joxe ndomba maa ngi ko amee. I called him straight. Ma pretend like I want to be part of the package. Bi ma commencé di correction ma gis fu moo divert fu moo duga di génna. Nga man I'm very straight. Fu moo duga di génna ma ne oh. Then the bad elements are trying to invade something that is not complete. I went to some individual and make sure this information reached to the ministry.
Can I just interject just for a minute?
Okay, Obama is listening.
Not Obama.
Anyway, yes.
Obama is listening.
You guys give him a diplomatic passport. Who? The Barrow government give him a diplomatic passport.
Who in Barrow government?
The Barrow government.
He's an ambassador in large. Obama
is
it wrong?
Give him a diplomatic passport. Let me interject. You give him a diplomatic passport. Yes. You made him an ambassador at large. He went to Spain. He doesn't even speak Spanish, a word of it. The people he worked with in Spain, when he got a time to get them to help them, are people I know who called me to find out if this guy is genuine.
Well, let me go with my time.
Okay.
You take in my time.
So just to tell you that what he's saying, yeah, I'm just corroborating what you said, the corruption of the guy. Don't like confirm me.
Well, I know.
Yeah,
When detect Lulu, man must have effort to the extent the ministry squashed. I'm buying newspapers every day. You talk about, ministry will publish certain recruitment agencies. Why we are putting this?
Why is he still in the recruitment agency list?
It's there.
Why is he still there?
Well, I think the minister will be in the best position to answer that question. But for me, as far as Abdullah is concerned, man,
you just said
so his corruption is confirmed and everything, but he's still there.
Make money out of it, Obama. So bugen nga isi ko fi. Come on, you nala make correction. May lo mo na make correction. Yes. No man mom receive na suma ko. Man dem si minister bi. I report and my information is filtered. Yes. Well, I'm got certain information when you give it as a citizen, as an ordinary citizen. The remaining Harare, the remaining, I will listen.
No, he's done a good job.
I see Gambians are about to be harmed. I'm a fully fledged trade unionist, and that's what I use and put what I should put. Notify the people I should notify and leave my case.
Okay, now
that doesn't mean I have rest my case.
Who did you notify? Who did you notify?
I notified individuals to notify the minister. And exactly the information reached, and they were squashed and stuff.
Okay, don't you think it would have been better to notify the general public? Don't you think it would have been better?
No. Going out of the box publicly, sometimes it might hinder. But you know them legi moy. Put it on top. Xam nga ne mi la ragalut mo wax li ma wax yépp evident. Man suma wax nit so wédé nga ñoo tok place.
Legi.
Man very simple.
Wilan, now you are supporting the government. You confirm Obama charged 50,000.
Of course, over the phone.
pour dem pour yóbbu la Spain.
Yes.
ok léegi ba léegi government bi the government dañu
fight.
No, léegi if he wants. Obama knows me.
no
léegi moom ak government fu ñu defee recruitment is not my area.
léegi xaaral ma ñëw
Des na
rek
si moom.
léegi xaaral ma ñëw rek.
Yes.
still now government bi dañ ko lancé. dañ ko jox lancé pour mu recruit.
Waaw.
still now. do you agree
As to
that
the papers.
government because government yëg nañ ko. according to you. do you agree that the government. ñu ngi lancé koo xam ne dafa corrupt.
su fekkee ne maybe.
no just answer no
to my lu xew suma diggante moom man dama ko describe already as a corrupt individual.
so
when I'm not into
meaning
corruption.
government dañ jox
léegi su fekkee ne nag dafa am conditions suñ teg ne if you want to be a recruit agent am nga the requirements and he fulfill the requirements I think then as a citizen they can give him the
By
opportunity.
being
You see,
corrupt should
Lima-
be
Lima
an
what?
only reason
The only-
to not
the
give
reason
it.
I'm
Well,
saying
that
this-
minister will come and answer
The
to
reason
that.
I'm saying this, Willa.
loolu dafa disqualify.
MC,
No, let's
Just
jël suma time
just-
let me just wrap up and then
Ñaan
go.
naa
Temps bi
la
ñi ko
rek,
ko bokka may ko rek temps bi ñi ko ko
Te dama la
bokka
laaj sa
wax nga fi
time
loo
na
xam ne wax nga fi loo xam ne daf ñu itteel suñu
Obama maa ko call man
may ma rek
manuma toog fii di wàllu amul
nangul ma rek just this
man la
question, okay?
Abdoulaye maa ko call.
Okay, may ma loolu rek just
Yes.
question. So su fekkee ne yow you got information that this man is corrupt
yes
and is doing something illegal, and you sent a message through to the, it got somehow through to the minister
Yes.
and the people in charge. That guy should have been arrested for human trafficking straight away.
that's yes
He shouldn't have been maintained on that list any longer. Why is the government not doing anything about
I
it?
agree with you.
Thank you.
I agree with
thank you okay
Coming back, no, Daniel Aguma de.
Okay, go
Dafa
ahead.
am uncle dafa laal benn sensitive thing, which we think we have a country to build. And dinaa fa laal tuuti rek. Mooy bi mentionné that Amadou come with the transport package and Barrow squares it with the TBs at the central bank treasury built. It was this and now back to normality. I'm putting to you.
Abnormality.
I'm putting to you. We regret why we have Amadou as the finance minister and later the minister of trade in the Barrow administration. You know why? He is corrupt.
No.
He is
I'm
corrupt.
not surprised. I'm not surprised.
I'm coming. He is corrupt. Everybody is listening. Amadou, after 3 months in office, we understand he has 100 hectares by 100 hectares at Basel. I put on my shoe, mark myself to pipeline.
Man dama ragal nga
When
jëlee
I
fi
reach
vidéo bu la ko.
Haral, kenn du ma yóbbu court. I'm telling the fact.
You see,
Let's allow him. No, let's allow him.
I can't let that pass.
Listen,
I
don't
can't let that
defend.
pass.
Listen, let me complete the story.
I can't let that pass.
Let's allow him.
Bi ma àggee kiram xaaral rek no let's talk.
man li ma bëgg a confirm mooy mu ne Amadou was made a minister after 3 months.
We understand he has 100 hectares by 100 hectares
You
in Basel.
understand.
So okay.
Do you know what a hectare is?
I approach him.
Do you know what a hectare is?
Déglu ma bala nga
No, let's allow him. I think
Listen,
there's a
anyway,
mistake, but
let me
let's allow him.
clarify more.
No, listen.
You
Hector, wait a minute.
you understand that he got that.
Yes.
Understand that. So my question is,
Yes.
did Hara, MC Hara, my question
I'm
is,
not afraid of that.
my question
Luma
is,
is factually accurate.
déglu question bi
man suma question lu ma bëgg mu clarify for the purpose of the viewers and ñun ñëpp. dañ ko appoint after 3 months.
Yes.
Get understand ne mu ngi am.
Man,
Okay, nga understand.
Good.
Okay, ne mu ngi am ñaata nga 100 by
100 by 100 at Basel.
100 by 100
100
hectares.
hectares
Of
by
course.
100 hectares.
100 hectare by 100 hectare
Of
at
course,
Basuri.
yes.
Léegi man my question is.
Yes.
Ndax yow find nga out ndax moom na loolu balaa moo nekk
Waa
ministre.
léegi xaaral loolu dama ne la déglu don't put questions. I'm not listening. Déglu ma ma deekali ba pare.
okay
Because dama laal loo xam ne bëggu leen ku ko laal.
Ma suma yoon newu ci.
ma sol suma daala.
Suma yoon
dem
newu
ba
ci
Kiram
loolu.
déglul Gambians are listening. Dem ba Kiram.
Okay.
They went to a meeting. It was published. They says the National Anti-Corruption Agency will never be established unless and until a UDP government is in place. Ñoom published at Standard newspaper. If you want, we go to the Standard Achaf. So like necessary.
So who
MC
published it?
listing.
An
You
individual said it or the party said
at
it?
a meeting.
who said
A
that?
meeting hosted by a political party.
Which political party?
UDP.
who said that
No, I can only stop at that.
okay
Léegi li ma la mën a waxaat tamit bu xaaral rek. xaaral dafa la loo xam
we
ne
don't have time
Mr. Sane nangu di National Anti-Corruption Bill pour mu ñëw. biñ ko laajee lan ngeen bugga for the National Anti-Corruption Agency moom mu ne dafa bugga the National Anti-Corruption Agency to be directly answerable to the Minister of Finance ma ne ko no because the Minister of
You were
Finance
that powerful, huh?
Huh?
You were that powerful.
No.
Very powerful.
The
I
agency
knock
he's
every
talking
boss.
about is their own agency, not the government and the
It's for the
corruption.
government.
It's different
It's for
from
the
the government.
government.
No, it's not. It's
That's
not.
why we went to the ministry.
That's an agency like that.
Don't be
Different from
his
the government.
barrister in
No,
this
I'm just-
platform.
these are the kind of
Don't be
dangerous
Mr. Sane's
people.
barrister in this
No,
platform.
These are the
But
kind of
what
dangerous
was-
people you have in
okay,
this country.
okay.
Dangerous.
Who was
You
responsible?
think you can talk about things that people don't know?
Will-
We are turning back the
When
page.
you
You
talk
think the
about-
book is
Okay,
complete?
okay, I'll get.
You
I'll
think
get
the
back
book
to
is
it.
complete?
Okay, Legi,
Okay.
Legi. That
You know
anti-corruption-
why Ibn Koham?
Yeah, money.
If he says an allegation, let him file
Okay,
a
let me
lawsuit.
come.
We prove it.
Let me come.
We are better than
Legi,
that.
That anti-corruption
We are better than to
agency,
sue somebody like
who and
you.
you were there.
Come on.
Okay. Pour this setup.
Yes.
So many. In fact,
No, just list the names.
Sarah Almami Tal,
Okay.
being a legal landed somebody,
Oh, just
is
list the
even
names.
part of it.
List the name.
List the names. You
Ralph Hysen is in,
one.
Abdul Willan, Amadou Sane himself,
Yeah.
and
The setup.
Yeah, because when we come fresh from
No,
the
to
prisons,
set up.
when we come fresh from the prisons,
Yes.
we all agree
Yes.
that for a government to work to the betterment
Oh,
of its
just
citizens,
list the names, Abdul Willan.
we must fight corruption.
Yes, list the names.
I am there.
Yes.
Ralph Hysen in there.
Yes.
Amadou himself, Sane is
Yes,
there.
yes.
Almami, as a legal landed somebody,
Almami
Tal,
Tal, yes.
was guiding us on
Yes.
documentation.
Yes, and who? So
And
it's four
other
of you.
individuals.
Other individuals.
Yes.
Okay, but
this was different
from-
This was different from politics.
But
Because
different from
Development
also the
Platform Network. Wait,
just
Buba.
listen.
Come. Bella
Danga
Moikan.
I am the host. Okay.
Yes, you are the host.
Now this is an agency, anti-corruption agency, and also we know that there is an anti-corruption commission. You know that. That was to be set up
I'm coming.
by the government.
Yes.
You know that.
Yes.
Now you people
It
came
was a
up with
campaign
this.
promise.
How will government allow at the time that you come with your own anti-corruption agency and there will be anti-corruption commission?
When did the Anti-Corruption Commission comes on board?
No. I'm just asking. Do you think
We,
government will allow that?
our own come first.
I think it was
Before
right.
government thinking
It
about
was right
Anti-Corruption
to reject
Commission.
that at the time.
No.
It was.
You cannot have a
How
commission.
can an anti-corruption commission be private?
Exactly
No,
with these
You
people.
know,
That is the problem.
It was, now you ask a question.
Yes.
How can it be private?
Yes.
Good. It's not going to be private in a sense, but it is going to be the
In a
recovery
sense.
Recovery of what?
agency
Ah.
for sports that we suspect corruptions are happening. Because once you leave it in the hands of the police, you are not going
You are
anywhere.
convicted for economic crime.
Yes, that's why. Go and see my statement on the day that I was released from the prison.
okay.
Go back to YouTube.
You have
It's
no
still
damn
fresh.
credibility.
It's still fresh.
You cannot lead a
Now let me tell you.
What do you
let's
mean
look
by
at the
that?
court
You just said-
document.
No,
Let's
no,
look
no,
at the
okay.
court document.
You just said,
my
Amadou.
conviction.
Your
conviction.
Yes, my
You tell us,
conviction.
go look at the court document.
Court
Go,
document.
was innocent.
Go to
But
the records.
don't tell me.
You said-
Go
After
to the
being
records.
convicted,
Even- yes.
you served time, you're released, you gave a statement, and you
Nene.
want us to go and look at that
Nene,
statement
Nene,
to exonerate
when I
you.
get out of the prisons,
Uh-huh.
I march myself to the courts, to the registry, to get a copy of my judgment. As I am speaking, it's nowhere to be seen.
No, but you could have gotten that from your lawyer. You didn't have a lawyer.
My lawyer himself was denied. Mboj is my lawyer.
No, that's not true.
No,
Because that's a public document.
You have to understand.
Judgments
you
are
have-
public
you
documents.
have to understand what happened.
Judgments are public
You really have a
documents.
comprehension deficiency.
Okay.
It was a matter of 9 years.
Okay.
I did not serve
Buba,
the 9
I just
years.
want to say
But
something
let me
very
just
quickly.
continue with
Okay,
Amadou's case.
Very quickly.
No,
very
allow
quickly.
him to answer because that is not the topic
Because
anyway.
this
Yeah.
is a very
He
serious
mentioned
allegation.
him here.
It's a very serious
he
allegation.
mentioned-
He said Amadou had 100 hectares by 100 hectares in Basori. This guy has a comprehension deficiency, as Nene said quite rightly.
If you will,
100,
just listen
100
now.
hectares
Just
by
listen,
100
please.
hectares
Yeah.
is 10,000 meters by 10,000 meters. Do you know that?
go to Basori and see the land.
10 kilometers by 10
If you are
kilometers.
defending, go and
Just
see the land.
listen.
I happen to have a farm in Basori and it's next to Amadou's farm.
You are
It's
now
not- it's-
revealing.
It's not even 3 hectares.
Hope Cisse was not your agent.
No, it's
Good.
not even 3 hectares.
So you know I know what's
100 by
happening.
100 is 10 kilometers by 10 kilometers.
Even if that's
You
what
are-
he
you are
owes a
really-
land after being a minister for 3 months
Legi yaa ngi
with his
weddi-
corruption. And I put to him, it's not like I
Now
said
it's
I
not
myself
just
go.
If we were like
Okay.
Barrow, Amadou would be suing you,
Okay.
but he wouldn't do you that honor.
He don't know.
Go ahead, Abdullah. Yeah.
So
guy is
I
dumb.
would commend you for the fact that you had rumors about these 50,000 or whatever charges were done, and you thought it was okay to get to know whether it is true or not. And when you did channel it to your channels to make sure they make a stop to it.
That's it.
We commend you for that. But I want
Now,
to
you,
just...
no, wait, Balama. It's very, very important to raise that. So, are you trying to tell me that you believe his narration of the account of events based on the revelations you know of who he is and his character. So you're trying to believe that.
Are you
and then you're
judging my
coming on-
character?
Allow me. Yes, he has asked me. I
Yes.
can always.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
Because I'm concerned by
Yeah,
that.
what happens is, whatever that is said here is
Because
not
that's
based on.
not authenticated.
It's not based on the fact that we know you 100 days or 1 million years or so. Based on what you have done, if things are the way you say them,
Thank you.
I swear to Allah.
Thank
no,
you.
it's fine. It's fine.
I just want you
I will
to be
give you a
protected.
pat.
I want you
Thank
to
you.
be protected.
Thank you very much.
That is okay. But something also is alarming, which is, I think, there is a way you go around things.
Somehow.
Even if you're doing the right thing, I'm not sure. The issue of hectares, I think you have to say you don't know the size, because hectare is too much. I don't think Ahmad can get that in person.
But so it's not
If,
even
if,
that big.
allow me, no, we are helping
if you
one another.
rectify
We
me,
are
I will
brothers.
accept.
Yeah, we are
But I
brothers.
know he possesses a land at
good.
a very short time when we appoint him as Minister of Finance.
Good.
So
Hectare is
everything
too
was
much.
not
Hectare
the
is
right
too
thing.
much.
Withdrawn the hectares.
Anyway,
No, it's too much. Maybe
Anyway,
it was
but he has a
no,
land.
nañ ko dimbale.
and he get this land. Amul dimbale.
nekkee ne yow da nga xam Amadou
Yow da ngay kàcc rek,
prior to
dañu nga
going to
bàyyi
jail,
kàcc.
xam nga ko xam nga mun-munam xam nga am-amam yow doo question Amadou buying even 100 hectare land. You will not question it.
But entrust with public office.
It's fine. I
So
think.
you know, ask
Okay, no,
Let's
questions.
go down to the point. I was. Yes,
Come on,
we are
come on,
just
Boyan,
talking
sorry.
because
He's
we are
interrupting.
all young politicians.
Yes.
And we don't come to the platform just to taint people or so.
I don't think.
I don't say
No,
that's
just
what we
listen
do.
That's
now.
what he just did.
Please listen.
That's what he just did.
We want to
Content
make sure if that also happens, we want to tell the people that's not the purpose of the platform, I believe.
Yes.
Okay, mistakes can happen or personal grievances can happen. I'm not saying that's what has actually happened, but I think we should be very measured in the way sometimes we say certain things out there. Whichever way it is, that is your right to decide to say what you think you want to say. But for me, I'm really concerned, honestly, because hectare is too much.
Anyway, as
Okay,
you
it's
see,
fine.
Comprehension deficiency.
Yeah, it's, it's fine. Let's move on to
Anyway you call it.
the main thing.
Yes.
Yes.
I 100% agree that the government can look into similar projects of Spain, Saudi Arabia, and so on. The only problem I have, which I have not seen, and it's going to be very difficult for me to comment on deeply, I have sat in platforms, and I think these are some of the things that I have given as what I think we can do, because that Europe has labor shortage and so on. How do we train our people to actually fill those gaps on grounds that really are beneficial to them and to country? Now, we have not seen the agreement. You said you've seen. I am not MPP, so maybe that's why I did not see.
No, it's not about that. It's because of my connections. I am unstoppable.
The country is not for connections. The country is for people.
Thank you.
You want it?
Unfortunately.
Thank you.
You can send it to me.
I will not.
I know you
Do
don't
the
have it.
efforts I do.
swear to God, you don't read the
Alright.
agreement.
Okay, now it's fine. If we had seen the agreement,
Yes.
Yes.
we would have been in a position to say more.
Yes.
The fact that they are messing up before the get-go, I'm not hopeful.
Thank you.
You are right.
Why? I cannot understand why you give, let's say, recruitment to Obama by, according to your narration.
To the ministry's narration or published on the paper.
Okay. And there are basically no restrictions, no systems or mechanisms that are put in place to even avoid such in the first place.
Thank you.
Well, I say to that, the minister will be the best person
That's what I'm
to
saying.
respond.
It's surprising to me that a full government, capable, competent, can do things just like the normal trafficking, private trafficking companies do. Because this is not a normal trafficking.
We have private trafficking companies.
Yes,
in
of
Ghana.
course. Whether registered or not, we have them.
Yeah, well,
We have people that have a system established for profit making. So maybe your understanding of company is you go to KMC and register only, then you're a company. Registered or unregistered, this company can be company. Now what we are trying to explain is
His
this.
foundation should be doing job on those things to find out.
No,
instead
no,
of-
no, no.
Foundations.
Development platform network is too big.
Instead of poking
Yeah,
your
well,
nose into establishing an anti-corruption document
Development
or commission,
platform network
you
is
know,
a big
that
network.
has no business.
It's a
to do
network.
with
The net is so wide that it carries it. We have net everybody's head
Okay,
inside
now-
development platform.
Allow
network.
Ablai to come. We don't have time now. Ablai.
Now what I'm saying is, I support that idea. But you see, it's very difficult to support Barrow's government. And that's why I always
I'm
tell
not
people,
forcing anybody to support Barrow's
even
government.
even if
I'm not forcing
you
anybody
go
to
Harvard,
support Barrow's government.
go
It's
to-
by choice.
Even if you have 10 PhD, come to MPP. Wallah, it's difficult to
Just as we
yes.
see some
It's very
PhD.
difficult. Even if you are good, it's difficult because the level of incompetence, insensitivity, lack of direction
Thank you.
is amazing.
Thank you.
If you get us a deal like this that we think is good, because there is a lot that we can benefit. The type of things that we lack in this country, if this deal can secure, let's say, 30% of our youth can learn this trade because it's not in our
Let's
country.
pray for the success of the deal rather than criticizing the deal.
No, nobody's criticizing the deal.
Oh,
As
from
much
the
as-
platforms I see,
So they are
criticizing.
saying their opinion and it's going.
How
Opinion
can be
and criticism
successful when
is not.
corruption has already come
No,
in
allow
and
me,
he has confirmed
allow
it?
me.
Okay,
you
go
know
ahead.
why nobody can say anything against them? The mere fact that the mere deal that you have, you cannot even give it to citizens to know what is there. Again,
Was it not taken to the parliament?
No, allow me.
We said the agreement that you have. You said you have.
You have
You cannot share it.
I will not
The
say
agreement.
it.
So-
Okay, now
It's not enforced
I
to
know
say
you
that.
don't
allow me. I want to flow. So let
Yes,
me go.
come on.
Now, what we are trying to say is, in as much as this could be a very good deal, as alluded to by previous speakers, we think the implementation has a lot of gaps, and that is what we have seen unfolding. I think they need to look at it once again.
Let's go for the solutions. Hence, we feel there are gaps.
Okay, let me give you the solution.
And such platforms
Okay,
are
let me give you
important
the
to come up with the
solution. Okay, let me
solutions.
give you the solution.
Rather than criticizing without
Just,
solution, it's a waste of time.
just continue. Just continue.
This, one of the solutions would have been in the first place. This is something that is for the country.
Yes.
The mechanisms that are supposed to be put in place should have been very transparent, and the government must have the coordination.
That's good.
If you appoint Obama to be a recruiting agency and he is APRC and NPP supporter, how does that look?
This is a package for the Gambians.
Can we listen now?
Mr.
Listen,
Whelan,
please.
this can be a very productive discussion
Yeah.
to bring out the facts about what
And
we
you
are
are asking for
facing.
solutions. You have
But
people
This
you
I
are
understand,
just-
but when you mention
just-
Obama,
just-
I say,
just-
come up with your
just-
points. I'm listening to you attentively.
Now let's see. I understand. You are allergic to Obama. So
I've
you
seen
forget about allergic.
Talibo Pro Max today.
Yeah.
You know,
Talibo on
I'm
steroids.
Talibo's master.
Talibo Pro Max.
Talibo on steroids. Yeah.
You,
Go ahead.
you rated me with Talibo?
Talibo on
Thank you.
steroids.
So you are better than Talibo.
Oh, well, I think so.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I think so.
Go ahead, Abla.
Okay, let's make it quick. For record,
Yes.
we are not saying the deal is a bad deal.
Good.
The intention could be very, very good, and that's what he has alluded to. Even the operation, clear the roads, and so on. But there is, you see, when you have deals and you don't have a lot of thinking into it, you have a problem.
Can you just give me just 1 second, Buba?
Yeah.
I want, because you said something very important there. You see, the Spanish head of mission here is an amazing lady.
Yeah.
I met her several times. We worked on a number of things. And the intention of that lady is excellent. And she has very good intention for this country. She's called Violeta Ense. And she is extremely good for this country. She's trying a lot. But her efforts are being subverted. And we can discuss that and find a way of helping her to help the young Gambians, instead of going into these personal attacks and in these innuendos which do not hold water at all. That doesn't help anybody.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to make that clear. Just for that
Abla,
lady,
Abla, you can
Mention
continue.
Mr.
just
Sane's
to give
name in the
credit
platform,
to
not
that
me.
lady.
Continue, yeah.
Yes, so if I were the government or I were in a position to advise government regarding this deal, first, we need to have data that gives us quota. How much of labor shortage do Spain have, in what areas, and what is our interest in those shortages? And at what percentage would it be feasible for us, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, for us to be able to get that gap? And is it futuristic? Do we need that type of labor? And do we have a system where these people who get this skill or whatever, when they come back, they would plow back? As in, there's a system where now these people will establish this type of farm, this type of this type. Manneh has alluded to that. Now, that should be very clear, so that we know where we are, starting from, where we are headed, and how do we come back to that position. So all these are things that I personally cannot comment more on because I have not seen
The contract,
it. But I think these are things that would have been out there. Why do you hide when you have good intentions? Let's say, the point of publicity is this. You could be the minister,
and you qualify, yes, academic level, you have the qualifications and so on. But maybe there's an expert out there when things are published, he or she will be able to come up with a piece to help you look at things from another perspective. But if you don't do that, one, you have denied yourself access to some free expert knowledge or expert contribution.
Cross-fertilization. If you have experts who do hijack certain things, as what happens to Obama's scenario.
Okay. But Obama is an expert.
No, I'm not saying that. What if you have experts who are always eager, to snack, to take? We see project proposals. You take it, you believe in somebody.
Okay,
you give you a comprehensive project proposal. At the end of the day, they back and sit over it. You follow nothing.
Point,
One
right?
time you see them invest in
Yeah,
your own
I
project.
don't go. Let's
MC
Telling me.
MC Demon.
Well, my brother.
Cham trial. But how not the meeting? It's difficult. Why trial?
I was still have. Very important.
First thing for Mr. Abu, Simbiri Amu Sanela Buga, understand. I'm going to Muna land. Munega Minister Taser, Ilum Amki. That I could in us. Hamulo. Hamulo Yagana, Munas Yagana.
Xam nga bul ma wane xamul bu ma déggee dama dem si moom.
Wilane,
xam nga bul ma wane xamuloo. bu ma ko déggee dama dem si moom.
Wilane.
To verify.
Waxuloo ñu lum la wax.
Platform.
No. I'm not even going to.
I can still complete Lumawa.
Continue, please.
I'm going to Amur Sane, the whole day, man, I'm not to deal. I'm not to staff the Gabi. I'm not Ligana. I'm not to Ligana Plassi Bari. No, I'm not going to Island. I'm going to have to do politics. I'm going to
Yo, ya foog ne amuloo loo different with you.
Si am si politics am ina tunga am layout.
moo tax ma laajoon ko daf ko xam balaa loolu.
so nit yi da ngay xool amul yooyu. because tey am nga docteur su ma nekkoon tey mu am tey mu nekkoon ministre mu am kii yu bëri ñu ne waaw kañ la am fekk xëy na fan la jógee ak fan la jaar dañ ko war a xool. yooyu dafa am so ñu ne man ak moom ñu mun leen am kii si.
MC, you are trying to defend. The agent who sold the land was with us in the prison.
Now, can you listen, please?
So, Bulma Jema Wahla, don't be a defense. If he needs a defense, he bring a legal person.
Do you have anything against
I don't. He mentioned him here. You mentioned his name. That's why I talk about it.
Yeah, but you are not able to substantiate all these allegations.
I'm not saying that.
Yeah,
I said he mentioned his name. That's why I come.
If you are not, I'm going to.
What they are trying to do.
It's just smearing.
Secondly, mu ngi wax ne mu ngi put allegation parti UDP. You want to am membership card. You will.
That is not an allegation. The court records are still fresh there.
MC, don't even dignify it with an answer. Just don't dignify it with an answer, sir.
Yo, Demaga Duga UDP boy.
Don't even dignify it with an answer.
I'm not Dima Gambe Dima. Gambe Jami, I'm not here. Dig the Amusan and Jami, Hamunis body. I give us time, Muhammad Sinek. You have any Jami problem with UDP. You have no. Without UDP, nobody still want to go down or am. You guys have a face Jami.
Yeah.
Then the British Hamilton like I was in Barney home. Watch it, you watch it, you never send Barney. Do guy. So from now, you am responsible for the Corona party because they don't take on a prison or who take a day, you or borrow. You never Gambians. What of the time is on a mama can move down to or you be able to jack room. Primary economy and like a new DP just in having comme nga dafa ay équivalent xaw ma ñu xamé amul delegates ñu ñu seen doom yi def leen délégué ga amul dara mu nekk flag bearer of the coalition man nekkoon naa si discussion bi tay ma ngi def seen jiit xam nga fa nekkoon yëpp so suñu ñëw si diili nag Spain gis nga lu amul transparency gis nga bi da nga blame the central government ak suñu house suñu parliamentary da nga blame si diili
Exactly.
Who are the majority?
NPP.
Alhamdulillah. But we have others that can turn what NPP wants in parliament.
We don't have time, please.
Boo dee am nga majority luñ bugg a kay mooy am. ñeneen luñ ci bugg ak luñ buggut loolu is it doesn't matter parce que majority ñooy vote.
I don't think you understand a lot of things at the parliament.
I understand. If the majority vote and you know they are voting against something that
can you just put a sock in it for a minute?
No. Can you now listen, please? Listen.
Civic education war nañ ko mën a human rights commission
a dictate government la war a def
war a am de commission ko war a am political party leaders kenn côté bu nekk war ngaa mën a am documents agreements gars yi député yi dem seen constituency waxtaan naa ñëw ni lii moo war a ñëw lii de interest lii mooy njëriñi Gambia soo koy ñu yëngu suñu doom yi ñu war a dem ay Saudi ay Spain lii ak ni pour lii la waaye duñ fi nekk tey si plateforme bi yoo xam ne ay agriculture la kii ne carpenter kii ne welder
skills leen la wax skills is general skills is a general word it does specify on one thing
am na document bi nga xam ne yow moom moo ko am journaliste amul ko producteur amul ko
waaw
kon lu war na tey xel
is that wrong
tey foog naa su fekkee ne nguri transparency la at di Facebook wala seen website bi war nañ mën a post loolu ne seen website bi ne lii mooy agreement bi ñëpp xam ko ñëpp jàng ko ñu wax ak Gambien si yëpp ñu xam ne lii moo xew
lu tax
tey mu ne moom call na Obama ne Obama
no
yaa ngi jël $3,000 léegi man ma góob ne su nekkoon ne man du ma ko ne jërëjëf de man su nekkoon call na Obama ma xam ne def na loolu du ma dem si ministry bi de su ko dee all political appointment de demal si police ne deal bi mu ngi xew kii mooy ambassadeur laaj mu ngi am développé passeport mu ngi represent Gambia anywhere in the world donc Obama fu mu ko téere Gambia ñoo am problème right now mu ngi jël xaalis lu Bojang wax Obama mu ngi represent APRC NPP alliance tey su ma nekkee tey UDP ma ñëw si moom because NPP chairman wax na ko biir Kaama da nga am pour am membership
ban NPP chairman ma ko biir Kaama
mooy seen regional chairman
nu mu tudda
I don't know.
Those are allegations, man.
Lamin Jammeh wax na ko. Yow da nga ñëmé wax fi allegation.
So yëpp dégg nañ fi ay da nga am pour jëmé ba si carte da nga am pour fay lii ak lii pour nga mën a register. Pare Gambie si bëri léegi ni ngay force trap bi ni yaa ngi daw. Man ñu ma call si lii ne ma loo xam ne man xaw ma. Deal bi kenn waxul ne deal bu nga xam ne dafa si yokkute. Dafa jàngal suñu ndaw skills. Kenn bañul ko. Dama ne opposition bi ruling party bi ñëpp dem bëgg a yokkati réew mi. kenn bañu réew mi kenn bëgg réew mi dem dellu gannaaw boo tam doo jël suñu doom yi yóbbu leen ay saw because ñun am na history gis nañ history yooyu xale yi ñu demoon ay kata ay dëkki na gis nañ lu gaa yi fees foofu loolu gis nañ ko amee dañ fi ñëw sax jógee fi ñëw Gambie sax jaxasoo amee dañ ñëw fi ak feebari garaaw ba tey mënuñ wér pare du docteur Manneh wa dégg la Gambien amul track record bu nga xam ne comme sa doom yi dem outside pour nga taxaw ba ko war a taxaw ba keneen yaa gis nañ Sénégal bu gaa yi jëlee seen limon gaa yi jógee Limanis gis nañ président ba receive gaa from the airport. léegi ba tey suñu gaa yi faa jógee ba léegi. so kon yooyu suñu war a am kañ yooyu nga war a ñëw nga ne waa pare ñun xam ne when you come to suñu foreign affairs ministre yi gis nañ seen taxawaay xam nga suñu bëggee dugg politique lu nekk rek dellu gannaaw muy am.
te loolu ngeen
dama bëgg a yokku dama bëgg a loo xam ne amul transparence bëgg a réew si jub lañ ko yóbbu. réew da ko yóbbu si ay man kii anuma bi ko ñun xam ne ne nguur mi fi am mooy nguuri defante nguuri gaalawaay nguuri ñaawalante moo fi nekk damaa def li pour ñaawal UDP
waaye amul politique yi saagante suñu nguur amul politique yi saagante
saaga fon la gën a am mooy NPP bi NPP la
jërëjëf
seen politique rally bu nga xam ne taxpayer money la député taxaw fa député NPP saaga political party leader Barrow président Barrow ngi toog supporter NPP taxaw Banjul saaga parti leader Barrow ngi toog amul benn political party.
so Barrow suñ ko saaga ñeneen ñi dee toog déglu what is their reaction. ñeneen ñu dee saaga Barrow in their platforms. What is the other political party's reaction?
Thank you so much. Thank you. I wanted to brought you here pour ga NPP ñu gis la because da nga fightal ga ñu jàmm.
No man some issues I have all up.
Your comportment is bad.
Well if you wish.
yow li nga def moo tax from the start. benn ñaar salaamaaleykum maaleykum salaam.
If you wish.
la buuba defal nga lu métti tey. understand because conversation waxtaan dafa am.
No xam nga doo mun a waxtaan in a mess boo xam ne. They are trying to invade.
So at the end of the day,
give you time to respond.
Not.
Your talent was
I have an issue with them.
Man, li ma gis
The next platform, if you bring them, we talk about what's happening at KMC, and they know they misrepresent as nominated.
Can you stop being offensive?
I'm not. That's how I am.
So I mean,
okay. Then sorry.
I'm not politically different. I'm politically offensive.
You're offensive.
That's my version.
I'm talking now. I'm talking.
Go
this
ahead.
platform is a very honorable platform.
When you
You
want to
shouldn't be coming here and being
engage,
offensive.
it's difficult to engage
this platform
people.
that level?
They lack comprehension. They lack moral. They lack character. They lack integrity. They lack the know-how. The basic know-how, when you want to engage them in a conversation, is the hardest thing one can ever engage
Oh.
in. I mean,
I don't know why are you leading
ñu
to?
ngi taxaw di yuxu indil leen ñu ñoo am machine yu gën a mun a raxas understand nga fóot ku yëreem tilim indil ñu fóot buñ fóotee ba pare nga ne leen fóot bi setut ñu ne la saabu bi doyut yow ba nga commencé di jël fóot xam nga naka la fóot bi toll xam nga saabu ba nga niir façon yooyu lañ fi am you understand and loolu daf fi am pour génn daf fi am pour jeex just because of ne sa bread mu ngi bota am na ku la jox $1,000 booy ñibbee boo xam ne ordinarily without it mënuloo egg kër ak dara nga feel ne nag this is where your life depends this is why we cannot progress as a country nañ gëm suñ boppa and we stop defending the defenseless lu baaxut lu warut
Okay. Sai si saranole because time mo bandale fara. Ne anything sort of even min jabila gaile min for you can respond.
What I want to say, you see, this kind of platforms we need in this country.
Yes.
I see how you guys hold people to account, how you challenge them on this platform. We need that. Power gets to the head very quickly. And we need people to hold power and speak truth to power and hold people accountable. So platforms like this is what we need to have a proper political discourse in the country, to have people discuss issues and propose solutions. That's what we need. We don't need to subvert these kind of platforms by coming here and being offensive and saying things that just they're a figment of your imagination. I hope you understand that. If not, I'll break it down for you, as Mr. Bojan said. And I think what we need.
No, please. Time League. I think you'll understand this one. Time please.
So I think let's get real for the country.
Your mic, please.
Let's get real for the country. Let's get to a point where we can really advance the cause of this country by bringing all the competencies on board, putting ideas on the table, discussing it. The government is free to take it or not to take it. But listen to people, listen to ideas. You might want to take some of them for your own good and for the good of the country and the people who put you there and who are paying you very handsomely. For the good of those people and for your own sake, do this. You see, when you sit today, you see what is happening in Senegal. You look at it, you are sorry for some people. When I sit and listen to the commission here, and what Jonga and Co did in Brikama, I am sorry for them. And then you see it being turned against other people, you say, this is sad. So we do not want to use these platforms to disparage, to defame, to sling mud. We want to use them to advance political discourse in this country. Honestly, anytime I sit and listen to this platform, I'm proud of you guys.
Thank you.
And that's not because I'm here. Because I see you hold people to account. I see you, particularly you and Nene, I see MC is very diplomatic. But you two, I see you as very tough questions. Yeah, MC is very diplomatic. But you two, I see you as very tough questions. And you ask follow-up questions. You don't let them get away with things. You ask them the points in the questions, answer them. Let's move. And that's the way it should be. When UDP comes to power, we would need something like that too. Because power does terrible things to people. And unless you have people who will hold them to account, who will keep them online and keep them grounded, we get to the same unfortunate situations that we have in the past. So platforms like this should really be nurtured and developed by being respectful to the viewers. I think it's you who said the people listening to us are more intelligent than us. So respect them. Respect them, speak properly. Speak with decorum and stop character assassination attempts. Because they are just attempts, but you cannot succeed. Because anybody who knows Amadou would know that what he said is absolutely false. So that's why I couldn't let that pass. That's why I responded to that. Because I would not sit here and have anybody defame Amadou without reacting. I knew this guy from when we were in high school. He's one of the people with most integrity that I've known. And he hasn't changed. So it is totally unfortunate for you to sit here and sling mud at somebody like that. Let's just stop that. Let's work for this country.
All right.
And thank you very much for the opportunity again to talk to people and to try to do something and say something for this country. Let's keep it up. And you guys continue the good job you're doing.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Of course, Lamin Manneh mi alon ka bata the United Democratic Party le alfa balem gambe banko ka nyam mi alon ka nene do ko ke fana ngande African Development Bank nga tendu ka jey baake kana nganna sponsor tentu Kerr Finder ko nga fa nyame ka kordale wa fi gambe jang alila no bata mimbe bore kan screen o duma ali e kumandi ibe ba la kordal lola le faale fay pare ni lafta kordal lori mbandi wala fana iba e ka wafile al sitano fana LG wala suñu kër aliyela bagage kendol sang ngi be tinduke je baake MFH group ke ñim programme fasa ka sembentu yandi mbafala mobe ko wala baraka baake be murana len ne ni ala kidita la be kala arjuma nalal na technician Charles nala timo itolle be ñing programme ko Mustafa Camara Mami Ngom anen Sire Drame wala anen momo mi alon ko be camera ko fo arjuma nala bye bye.
Kerr Finder is a real estate company that focuses on property development within the Gambia. We pride ourselves with providing not just quality and durable houses, but also state-of-the-art designs tailored to our clients' tastes and expectations. Our unique experience and expertise is second to none in the industry. We are currently building and selling 3-bedroom bungalows at Sukuta Traffic Lights and Jabang. We're also building and selling 3-bedroom story buildings at Sukuta Paradise. Other sites are also in the pipeline. With Kerr Finder, payment options are available. With just 40% deposit, you can get your house started. For more information, contact us on 329-5188, 727-0049, 709-8418. You can also check us out on Facebook and Instagram at Kerr Finder. With Kerr Finder, you are assured of a secure investment.